Check 1 2 1 2, bitch.
Yo, what up, everybody?
What up?
This is episode 120.
120 in this motherfucker, man.
Not 420. We're not there yet, Martine. This is 120 of the iLLogical Sense podcast. This is your boy Busby.
And over here, it's your boy JC No Hut
and Martine.
Yo, what's up?
What's
good?
Happy Black History Month, motherfuckers.
Hey!
I was waiting for that. Hey! Hey! What's that? Hey! Black. Oh. It's Black History Month, motherfuckers.
Whoa! Round of applause for that.
Yep. I was wondering, how to sum up being a black person. Just play that damn song.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah, a lot of shit happened. Yeah. Hella shit.
Boring shit happened
Boring
too,
shit
man.
that happened.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like,
Y'all know there was a Super Bowl yesterday?
Was it?
Huh?
See, there was no movies that played. Oh yeah, just so you know, JC, my fucking PS3 Netflix works now.
Hey!
Yeah.
Give me a hell yeah!
Hell yeah! So now I can go through all my shit now. It was a good show y'all need to watch called Russian Doll. It's with that chick from the redheaded chick from what's it called? Orange Is the New Black.
It's on my list.
Yeah, it's pretty much she dies repeatedly and she keeps reliving the same day till she figures it out why she keeps dying repeatedly.
Sounds like that movie that's coming out where that
yeah,
chick
Happy
dies
Dead Day
every
too.
For real.
Yeah, I know, but this one's like that's a slasher movie.
Shit at this point.
It's Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day was this past weekend, by the way. That's a good movie too. But yeah, like you said, the Super Bowl was so boring. Yeah, Super Bowl was this past weekend. We thought we were going to get a classic. We thought it was going to be like a crazy epic game and all this other shit. But no, it was a boring ass game. Very boring.
And the funny thing was, both y'all motherfuckers tried to convince me.
We said the second.
Just wait till the second half. And it's okay.
It's the second. Yeah, that's how all the games were. It was like the boring in the first half, and then the second half. That's when everything turns the fuck up.
Let me explain it like this. Y'all was looking at it from the game standpoint.
Exactly.
It started at the beginning of the day. The pregame was fucking boring.
Well, you watched the pregame?
I didn't watch that shit.
Of course, because I put the TV on for an hour before.
That's your fault. That's your fault.
Was I watching it? No.
How do you know it was boring?
Because when you walk in and out and they're just, and so the game will be today. And
well, that's CBS.
CBS, dude.
Of course.
CBS is trash for that.
But that was my first indication because I said that about CBS.
You've been saying it.
Yeah.
That's your fault.
And then when it's not my fault.
You put it in the universe, so it's your fault.
It's been in the universe for how many fucking years?
Well, you put it out there. It's your fault.
What was the last one? The fucking one at Levi's was boring as shit.
That was on, what station was that on? It was on CBS?
Yes.
I thought it was on,
Remember
CBS.
Cam Newton didn't do shit till like the fourth quarter.
Oh,
boring ass game.
That was fun though.
No,
Miller was
Hey, the halftime show was dope.
Yeah, but even then, it was still boring.
The game itself you talking about.
Yeah, the game itself.
Yeah, because Cam let me down.
But that was my point, which was at some point something has to get good because even though the game was boring, the commercials that year were still hitting. There were some funny ass commercials for that one.
For sure.
So at least there was the entertainment value. There was nothing leading up to that.
Besides, there was one commercial. We get to that later. But the game itself, Tom Brady.
I'll say this, man. It was competitive at least.
It was a defensive ass game.
Jeez,
it was a game I would have
watch.
been cool watching week 4.
No, that was a Thursday night football game. That was a Thursday night football game. That's one of the games you put on Thursday night.
That was the Titans versus Jaguars.
Yeah, that showed why the Rams.
It was Titans Jaguars.
Titans Jaguars.
No, this is why the Rams need to kiss the ring of the Niners. This is why you niggas are trash.
That damn game is always 13-3 or 16-19 or some shit like that.
Nah, this is why the Rams will forever be trash. You need to kiss the ring. We are the San Francisco 49ers, you bitch ass niggas. What's that?
What?
What are
you talking about?
Hey, they're on our division. I hate them niggas.
He's talking about divisional shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Personally, whatever.
So you more excited
that the Rams lost? Yes.
So you more excited that they didn't tie you than the actual team actually passing you up?
You know what? Fuck the Rams. I have respect for Tom Brady. I have all the respect in the world.
It's whatever, man.
Fuck the Rams. Well, what if it was the Seahawks?
Then that's another story.
See,
but
when that happened,
actually have a reason to dislike just the Seahawks.
Oh yeah, but I let
Navarro Bowman. Enough said.
I let that hurt go when old boy intercepted the ball at the 1 yard line. That's when I let it all out. That was the greatest moment, one of the greatest moments of my life.
Oh no, I was
Oh my God, I loved it. If we had a podcast back then, the whole hour, me and Martine would have been laughing our asses off. I loved that moment. Oh,
it's a good thing we did it because y'all probably would have torpedoed the Niners into the fucking black hole of bad juju for the rest of eternity.
Yeah.
You know, shit pops off when we speak on this podcast.
Yeah,
that's very true.
Yeah, but still, I was happy. I was extremely petty. Then after that, that's when the Seahawks kind of went down the tube, and I was like, I let that go. But anyway, again, see, we're talking about everything else besides this game. That's how boring that game was. No one scored a touchdown into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and there was a nigga named Michel.
Who the fuck is Michel?
The running back.
I thought it was like Michele from Death Row. Like, I got a touchdown.
It's French. It's Michel.
Michel.
Sony.
It's like
his first name Sony.
Dude's name on Sony Michel. It's like dude's name on Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Michel.
Michel. He was a white boy, right?
No, it's the nigga.
It was a nigga that read that touchdown?
And then it's the nigga whose last name is White.
Oh. No, I'm talking about who scored the touchdown.
See, even when it's a black player on the team, they still associate it with being white.
Whatever, because everyone else like Elberman, he was the MVP. Like the Patriots just played safe the entire fucking game.
I wouldn't even say they played it safe.
Played smart.
But I mean, playing smart is
better than
that's their characteristic.
Exactly.
Because I will say that the Rams, again, this was an all-out defensive game. Yeah. It wasn't that they were playing safe or smart. It was Wade Phillips was the damn defensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. So whenever they started catching buzz, he did something to get them to stop it. Mm-hmm. It's just when your offense punts 8 straight times.
Yeah. Seriously, they got exposed.
Your defense at some point is going to give up because they're always on the field.
They got exposed. That offense got exposed. I was like, fuck, man. The real Super Bowl happened on Monday Night Football back in what?
I don't even think TG 400 even ran 100 yards the whole fucking
bro. I don't even know if he got more than 5 carries in the game. Like
he got 10.
He was on the sideline the entire
second quarter, third quarter. 35 yards for 10 carries for 35 yards. But I was talking about. I don't even think he got 100 yards this whole postseason. Correct me if I'm wrong. Because he played against the Cowboys or did he not? I forgot because that was all C.J. Anderson.
Yeah, that was mostly C.J.
And then the Saints, he had like 48 yards. I don't think he got 100 yards.
He had a few carries, but I don't think he did.
The game was trash. Wild. The game was just trash all around. Tom Brady, congratulations. I mean, he's the greatest of all time.
That's the GOAT.
My mom even asked me, "Oh, did the GOAT win?" Like that's how she calls Tom Brady. Oh, he's the GOAT, and that's who he is. He's the greatest of all time. There's no debating. There's no nothing. You look at his records. I remember he told one player because one player was complaining because he didn't make the Pro Bowl, and Tom Brady looked at him like, "You think I'm playing this shit to be in the fucking Pro Bowl?"
Yeah.
No. The fuck.
Shut the fuck up.
He said nigga too when he said that.
Damn straight. With the ear pods.
He is in a way. Tom Brady is the baddest motherfucker on the planet.
I mean, when you break it down,
you can't.
Tom Brady, San Mateo, Edelman, Redwood City.
Mm. Yeah.
It's the Bay Area connection. They got it done.
Hey, they got it done. And they're old as fuck, man. What can you say? 6 rings. Congratulations.
Hey, there's nothing else to say, man.
Like a Patriots fan, like this was like
I got something to say.
What?
Ah, shit.
This is a case where drugs do pay off. Josh Gordon is a Super Bowl champion.
Congratulations.
Jesus.
Hey, man, Patriot fans, this is like a regular Sunday for Patriot fans, man. I was talking to a Patriot fan today, and I was like, it was like a regular Sunday. She was like, yeah, pretty much. I was like, okay, if y'all would have lost.
They're there every fucking year.
Almost every other year.
This was their 9th one.
That's what I'm saying.
And this was
6 out of
the last 17 years. So that's basically every other year they're in the Super Bowl.
That's wild. That's why
every 2 or 3 Super Bowls they're winning it.
Yeah, and if they don't make it, they look at you like, oh, we will be back. And it's like, yeah, they will be back.
Yeah. There's no doubt about it.
Like, I mean, if you look at that breakdown, that means if they don't win 1 year, it's like, just give us 2 years, we'll get it done.
Yeah,
well,
that's basically what they're saying.
Yeah,
seriously.
Well, they only got 2 kryptonites, and that's Eli Manning and Nick Foles. That game
and
is
Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah.
You know, somebody made a report yesterday. I think it was Schefter. I don't know if it was real or not, but I did see the post where it was like, just got word Aaron Hernandez is officially out tonight.
No.
And it was fake. Under Adam Schefter.
It's probably fake.
I went on his timeline. I couldn't find it, so I was like, it's got to be fake. But I would tell you, that did not look like Photoshop.
It was hella funny. Well, it was probably like an old post they found, maybe.
Nah, the date said 2/3/19.
Yeah, it's probably fake.
So, whoever did that Photoshop, round of applause to you. Because I actually looked at that shit like,
Oh, and I saw another one. It's like, oh, Aaron Hernandez is looking up at his team now. Not looking down, looking up.
Oh, yep. Come on, man. I mean...
Yeah, they didn't know, come on.
I get it, but shit.
Hey, cuz.
That shit's crazy.
But, congratulations to the Patriots. We'll be back. Niners will be back. Is that right, Martine?
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm not sure exactly when, but, we'll be back soon. Hopefully.
And
Raiders will be back.
We don't know where.
I don't know where the fuck they gonna be at.
We ain't gonna be at Levi's, I can tell you that. Shit, they're gonna be the homeless Raiders. That's what you said?
Now you can blame him, Busby. Or Martine.
Wow.
Busby just said it over there. They ain't gonna be at Levi's.
Yeah, that was a bad move.
And you didn't knock. Until now. So, congratulations.
Hey, well, they're going to be at, formerly, they'll get in negotiations to be at the formerly AT&T Park. Well, what's it called? Not AT&T Park.
Oracle Park now.
Oracle Park.
They're leaving one baseball field to go to another baseball field.
That's trash. They should just be called the Raiders.
That's just a joke in itself.
Just call them the Raiders. They don't call them the San Francisco Raiders. Don't call them the Oakland Raiders. Just call them the Raiders. That's who the fuck y'all are. Trash.
Raiders and Cowboys are the only two teams where you don't need to say where they're from.
No, Cowboys, they're Dallas Cowboys.
No. I'm saying when you say it, you don't have to say where they're from. Like,
well, these niggas, the Raiders?
Cowboys are definitely, that's Dallas. And the Raiders are so universal. Like, literally, those are the two teams you don't have to say the names.
True. The commercial, well, we'll get to the Super Bowl commercials. The Pepsi commercial was cool.
Yeah, you were like, no, they only showed a snippet. But then I saw the commercial, I was like, that was the exact same
one. That was the same one you just said? Oh, wow. I can't see the snippets.
They released all those commercials last week.
Wow.
Like, I saw the 2 Chainz one, and then I saw the Chance the Rapper one. They were all on hiphopandmore.com.
That's hella stupid.
They were all on YouTube and shit. I mean, no, they always do that. Every year they always kind of release the commercials ahead of time.
I mean, I know that, but to me, that's dumb.
It is dumb because that also took the fun out of it because I'm watching them like, oh, there's that.
And they always say, look at the extended version on the YouTube page or a certain website. But the best commercial out of all, depending on how y'all feel about the NFL when it comes to the whole Kaepernick situation, the NFL 100 commercial. Because I guess next season is going to be the 100 season?
Oh, yeah.
100 years or what?
I think it turned 100 this year, which is stupid because it always started at different times or whatever before.
It's always like BC and AD.
No, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so
but that commercial was fire.
This season coming up is going to be the actual.
That was the fact they got all those Hall of Famers and actual players there. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, that shit was tight.
And then how they started off was awesome. It was just Marshawn being Marshawn trying to get the cake.
Yep.
And then the ball drops, and next thing you know, it's fumble. All hell breaks loose.
When Odell Beckham Jr. did the catch onto the table.
Fucking Franco Harris with the immaculate reception.
As soon as I saw Ed Reed, I was like, somebody getting their ass blasted.
Same. I was like, oh shit.
And then saw Ed Reed, and
I saw Damian Tomlinson, and then Russell Wilson just.
Everyone, what's the procedure?
Russell Wilson just minding his business. What's his name? Who was it? Bradfield was just like, Russell? Whatever.
Yeah.
And then Joe Montana refusing to throw the ball to, what do you call it?
And they redid the immaculate reception. That was one of the rare things the NFL got right.
Barry fucking Sanders, though. Yeah. That shit was lit.
And then, of course, when we saw, we'll get into him a little bit later, when we saw Deion. I wore 21 in football solely because of Deion.
And then he got cracked. Then when he was doing the dance and then gets cracked.
He didn't get cracked. His double got cracked, right?
All them old ass niggas got cracked.
A nigga wearing 12 got cracked.
I think OBJ really did that stunt. I think Odell Beckham really did that stunt to the table.
Sure.
That was something.
For sure, dude.
He's too pretty for that.
You never know, man. I saw the behind the scenes. It looked like he really did it on some jackass shit.
The Giants wouldn't allow that.
Oh, shit. I don't know. It was creative. The halftime show, y'all niggas hated it.
That shit was trash.
That shit was boo-boo.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna defend it. I don't think it was that bad, but I just I'm not gonna defend it. I watched Halftime Heat with NXT. That shit was fucking fire.
That lets me alone know that you deep down inside think it was trash.
I just want to know because what's gonna be popular? Maroon 5 or wrestling?
Because wrestling. If it was me, I just would have watched the halftime. Then I would have rewound back to the part I missed in the wrestling. and I would have watched it from there.
No, I had to report from my wrestling folks because that match was fire. The only thing I only kept going back was just to see Travis Scott and Big Boy, and after I saw both of them, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch the rest.
I mean, the star of the halftime show was SpongeBob.
Yeah. But when
Travis came out there and then they gentrified sicko mode.
I need to give a round of applause. Press round of applause for NXT, for Johnny Gargano, Ciampa, Adam Cole, Ricochet, Velveteen Dream, and Aleister Black for putting on a 15-minute Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon spot fest. Man, them niggas were doing all types of just fucking moves, maneuvers. That was damn near match of the year. That shit was fucking amazing. I love that shit. That's why I love wrestling.
Meanwhile, back in Atlanta.
Back in that bullshit.
Everybody was excited for Big Boy, and then Big Boy came out like he was Petey Pablo on Drumline.
Yeah, man. I mean, that shit didn't even cross my mind until you brought it up today, man. That shit's wild.
Yeah. And I was sad because I was looking forward to Big Boy. Like, Big Boy was literally there for like a minute 15, and then he was... I saw more chinchilla than Big Boy.
Well, everyone was all mad that Travis Scott was only out there for like half a song. I'm like, dude, he's just featured. Both of them were just featured.
That was the worst song they could have did because...
The best part,
the energy of him and Drake together was just completely gone. Like, he was just there.
Yeah,
and again, they gentrified the song and
the song. I won't say all that. I actually kind of like that part, but other than that, I'm not gonna. Like I said, I'm not gonna defend this shit.
Peter was trying to go at Big Boy before the chinchilla, and they were like, "Well, why don't we talk about how you were getting out with how many animals it took to make your coat?" And then you know how they got the MJ fuck them kids,
fuck them chickens.
I found a picture of Mike Vick, and I went fuck them dogs and posted it.
Fuck them dogs.
I don't know if they blocked me, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Big Boy blocked me on Twitter. I don't know why. I never said nothing negative to him. He blocked a few of my followers. They don't even know why. That was random. What else happened at that? Well, then Edgar has this tradition. Every halftime, he always hits me up and he says, better than the Black Eyed Peas. He hates that Black Eyed Peas halftime show from damn near a decade ago, and I didn't really care about it, but he really hated that shit. Every year he hits me, better than the Black Eyed Peas. This morning, right before I came here, he hits me, sorry for the delay, guy, but that halftime show is better than the Black Eyed Peas. I
gotta disagree.
Yeah,
this shit was worse than the Black Eyed Peas one.
I said, y'all can agree to this. We can agree to disagree. I'm not gonna die on the hill for it, but it's not that bad. It wasn't that bad as everyone said.
Again, my thought process on it is people are confusing us saying it was a bad performance for saying that Maroon 5 is a bad group, ain't got no hits. And no, that's not what we're saying.
That's not what I'm saying either.
No, I know that's not.
The stupid motherfuckers.
Yeah, just in general. I'm like, no, you can say somebody's an all-time great but gave a bad performance. I like more than 3 Fergie songs. That national anthem was by far one of the worst national anthems ever in the history.
I'm talking about Black Eyed Peas,
nothing has to be one and the same. Like people always want one and the same to match.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to.
Well,
Adam Levine ended up with a shirt off and shit, and I was like,
he's a rock star, bro. He's just a rock star.
No, he's a pop star.
Rock pop.
Huge difference.
Well, he's with a guitar, so he probably thinking he was a rock star. Whatever.
If Adam Levine is a rock star,
I know.
Then Nickelback is by far the greatest pop metal band ever.
Hey, they're gonna come after your ass.
And I like Nickelback.
You like Nickelback?
Fuck yeah.
Ooh, damn, that's
interesting.
they look at Nickelback. They hate the rock people. They hate Nickelback.
Yeah, fuck them.
I thought you. Nickelback?
No, fuck people that just love to bitch and complain because they want everything to be pure form. This isn't rock. Shut the fuck up.
They fucking.
If it came down to it, let's bring up Chuck Berry since it's Black History Month. Let's bring up all the motherfuckers that Elvis jacked from. That was niggas.
I'm just saying you on your own with Nickelback, man. I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna die on that hill.
They with Nickelback, man.
Okay. Can't wait to tweet that back. But
I'll be honest. I don't even know any Nickelback songs.
See, that's the thing. So. You're saying you won't die on that hill for that halftime show.
Nope.
I will take all the Nickelback smoke.
Okay.
That's how it is. I fucks with Nickelback.
Well, all right.
Alrighty then. So
wait on that Nickelback Fred Durst collab.
I could die on that hill for Limp Bizkit before Nickelback, my nigga. All right. Well, how do we go from that? Oh, Sleepy Brown was there too.
Hey, I like the way you move.
I know.
Yeah.
And then the nigga moved away 30 seconds later, and then he was done.
He came back.
And then he came back. Travis was still gone.
Yeah.
SpongeBob was gone.
I still feel what Coldplay did that one year when they came out here and they got Beyonce and Bruno Mars. Because I remember when they heard that Coldplay was going to be there, everyone was like, "Oh, that's bullshit." And they heard Beyonce and Bruno Mars. I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Okay." And then when they showed how they did it, I was like, "Okay, that was fire."
Yo.
Anyway, the Hall of Fame next year, or was it this year's Hall of Fame or next year's Hall of Fame?
This year.
This year, because they announce it and then they do it. Okay.
Yeah, they do it like at the beginning of the preseason.
Training camp. So Ed Reed's in this motherfucker.
4 players got in that I only know of, and that's fine with me. Ed Reed, of course, Champ Bailey,
yes,
Tony Gonzalez,
yep,
and then Ty Law,
yeah, cornerback.
We were just talking about him the other week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was funny because I saw this little video clip of what's his name, Tony Gonzalez, saying that the Heat made his career in Atlanta, the Falcons made his career, and I was like, the fuck? Is this the note?
No.
Yep, I was about to press something else.
Didn't him and Kansas City have a bitter breakup?
Honestly, I'm not too sure about.
I don't think so.
But I mean, when he went to Atlanta, it's like the first time he was consistently in the playoffs. So
I won't say they. But how long was he with Kansas City for? Like what? How many seasons?
Like 8.
Yeah, like that was
the majority of his career.
Majority of his career, he was like the star player of that damn team.
If they had a bad,
for sure,
splitting,
I don't think
of course I could understand.
I don't think they had a bad breakup.
I don't really give a fuck about Kansas City like that. So
me neither. But I'm just saying, like for after principle alone, I was like
the one person though that I will say, for the longest time, that should be in here and should have somehow he still missed the cut.
Who?
Tom Flores, from Raiders coach.
Oh yeah,
first Latino coach to make waves in the league. Like
just off of impact alone.
Yeah, just off of impact. He still hasn't made the Hall of Fame.
Maybe next year.
But they've been saying maybe next year for the last 20 some odd years.
Well, it'll be another 20 odd years. Maybe next year.
That shit still confuses me.
Also, shout out Kevin Mawai. He was a center for the Jets. Dude is raw. I don't give a fuck. He's an offensive lineman. Offensive linemen don't get no love.
Hey, O-lines need line. Hey,
that dude's raw. And shout out Pat Bowlen. He was a GM for the Broncos.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I forgot. Mr. Raider,
bad, bro.
Mr. Nickelback fan.
Champ Bailey's the only one I give my respect for that wore the Bronco jersey.
But Ed Reed, man, that's the one that's still mind-boggling. Because I'm like, damn, I used to play you on Madden, and now it's like, now I blink and you old and you on the Hall of Fame. Shit.
Serious
One
though.
of my favorite highlights from Ed Reed was when he was in Miami, and they weren't winning at the pace or the rate that he wanted them to be winning at. And then they did the U Part 2. Said we was all up. No, I'm not happy, man. I'm fucking hurt, dog. I put my life on the line for this shit. They go out there and fuck their asses up. And they went to the cut screen and said he wasn't mad that he was hurt or that we was losing. He was upset because we weren't winning at the expectations that Ed Reed thought we should be winning. And the niggas was up by like 20 points.
Hey,
I won up by 50, nigga. But yeah, shout out to them.
They probably should have.
Yeah.
All those years, all those pros on that team, man.
Who's missing?
It's still good to see that him, Reggie Wayne, and a few others, they still, throughout everything, have remained boys to this day. And then they had a dope-ass flick on Twitter where it was Bill Belichick when him and Brady were breaking down footage.
Saw that shit.
And how Ed Reed purposely was fucking with Peyton Manning and making him think he was doing wrong coverages throughout the season. So that way in the playoffs, he started off creeping like he did the same thing. And Peyton picked up on it. Ed Reed didn't even look. He knew he picked up on it. And he just swerved and then picked his ass off.
Yep. And
played his ass for an entire season.
Belichick's mind was blown. He was like, he was fucking with him the entire time.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that man, he's one of the best ever.
Period.
Safeties. You know what I mean? One of the best safeties ever.
Man, I can't wait for that 30 for 30 on Brady and Belichick. It's just, I don't know how much longer they're going to go.
Man, I mean,
what else can you go? What else? More rings? More Infinity Stones? Like, what's next? A lockout?
One of them going to shoot each other.
Seriously.
I said a lockout. But anyway, Usain Bolt. Yeah.
God damn. Y'all see? Did you see it live?
I saw that. I didn't see it live. I saw
this motherfucker ran in casual shoes, had regular shit on, ran the same 40 as Deion Sanders.
Like a 4.2, right?
Wait, no.
4.25.
Wow.
Not Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders never ran the 40.
Deion Sanders had
Chris Johnson.
No.
Either way, it's fast as fuck.
I think they said they tied with Deion Sanders.
Nah, Deion never ran it. I know that for a fact. He never ran it.
Who the hell they said he tied it with? Anyways, they said he tied
it had
it
to be CJ2K. Fucking Chris Johnson from the Titans.
Whatever. Because he was.
Yeah, because he had the record.
Well, this motherfucker ran it in casual
clothes. Just regular ass clothes.
Not no gym clothes. And he's retired now, right? He's retired now? Yeah. Isn't he retired?
I don't know. Shit, nigga 40.
Yeah, he retired. He'll outrun the cops. So let's just put it to you that way. But yeah, Super Bowl was dull. It was on CBS. It's gonna be on what? It's gonna be on ABC next year.
NBC.
It was on NBC last year.
That was on Fox.
Nope, it was on NBC.
It's gonna be on Fox next year.
Yes.
More exciting.
It will be because they know how to. Like you're right, they know how to do their coverage. NBC coverage.
I can deal with Jim Buck.
Then
Joe Buck.
Or Joe Buck. I'll deal with him before I deal with Collinsworth.
Well, Collinsworth or Joe Buck? Don't say.
Give me
both.
Joe Buck.
Ooh, that's a tough
I'll
call,
take Joe
bro.
Buck.
You know what? I'm gonna say Collinsworth.
Nah.
No.
I don't give a fuck. I hate Joe Buck, dude. With every fucking ounce of me, I hate
Collinsworth every time.
This is a guy that our team hates from infinity to the beginning to the end.
To infinity and beyond. This is
the way that Joe Buck just hangs.
He tries to be what
and just slobs it all.
What Collinsworth does.
That's why Martine doesn't give a fuck. That's why he's a prime time announcer that we need to give credit for.
His laugh too, like Boy, I tell you, Edelman, that guy, he's just so good down the clutch. Just a game-changing player that can make things happen. Tom Brady will definitely get him the ball whenever it's needed. That's how he talks. See how Collinsworth talk is how he feels. He feels he's Tony Romo.
Now I get what you guys are saying, bro. But I'm telling you,
I'm not listening to that shit for a whole damn game.
I watched Joe Buck during baseball season. Yeah. I hate this fuck, dude. Like seriously, just personally.
That's Joe Baseball.
What's up?
That's Joe Baseball. We're talking about Joe
that
Football.
Guy, dog.
What he don't like? But he liked the Giants.
That dude is straight East Coast bias like a motherfucker.
He likes the Giants.
So fuck him.
So
no, he doesn't. Hell no.
Oh, he hated them.
He's anti-Giant, bro. Trust me on that.
Well, I don't like Collinsworth because he's low key anti-Niners. Every time he calls us against us, but he's bitter
because we kicked his ass.
Yeah, he's always bitter. Fuck him. I like doing it every year. I'm like, damn. Was he that good in the Bengals? Was he a good wide receiver?
He was their number one receiver.
Oh, so he was trash.
What the fuck?
When we beat them, they're trash.
What kind of shit is that?
He was number one receiver. He was trash. Huh?
He's like, what?
He's trash.
How did you get that?
I don't know. It don't make no sense. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway.
Mistake 1 with 5?
Oh, he's our number one receiver.
Now, did Busby just mistake?
Did Busby just say that I was trash? That I was trash? See, this is a guy.
Now, this is a guy that can't even properly say names right, but he's going to say that I wasn't number 1. I was trash in 5?
So when you play on Madden, when we play on Madden, we put that shit on mute. If I hear his voice, I put that shit on mute.
I've always played Madden with music on. Like,
yeah, same here. But when
I want to play Madden with Spanish, I want to see how the Latin announcers
go. That shit be crazy.
Hey, what's also crazy? Endgame. Endgame, Avengers Endgame, and they gave you a fucking cock tease. A very disgusting cock tease.
Like I said, what they should do. Yeah. Just do random shit. Don't show us anything.
It's just random scenes. Just random.
Seriously.
They don't have to be in the movie.
I mean, that's what they did. Steve Rogers was in some weird ass AAU meeting for no God knows what.
He said AAU? Goddamn.
He was shaved too. Yeah. Shaved and everything. Like he's been going through it.
Rocket was just sitting there thinking about
life
and what the hell was
he just walked into a cabin.
Fucking Ant-Man and War Machine were the tag team champions.
Fucking Black Widow was just shooting. Yeah. Just shooting randomly. Oh, no, but Tony...
Hawkeye staring into the sky.
No, but Thor looked like he had that look like he about to go to Thor's, like, Thanos' hood and just...
Oh, yeah, because he was on Nebula, wasn't he?
No. He was on... Thor was at Wakanda at the end of...
no, but it looked like he was on...
it looked like he was on Titan.
Titan, there you go.
Yeah, he looked like he was there. But then you saw fucking Tony and Nebula, they were just getting ready for war and shit. That was pretty dope. But it was just... It looked like a DC movie.
Yeah, it was just random shots.
Dark and gritty.
City Field was right there, and I'm like, shit.
That was random as fuck.
I was like, oh man, damn man, the Mets is gone.
The Mets got Thanos snapped. The whole roster. The whole Mets and the fans just snapped to the dust. Yeah.
Darryl Strawberry got snapped in fell to dust like the cocaine he snorted.
You said Daryl Strawberry, man.
Nah, but seriously, it was such a quick ass thing. It started in the first quarter. Like, even before the kickoff, it started. I was like, oh, here it is. And there it goes. So that was a cock tease. Didn't show shit. You didn't see Thanos. You didn't see no action. No. It was just like, yep. And it didn't even say Endgame. It just said April. Toodles.
No,
the symbol. The symbol.
Yeah, which is perfect. That's all I need. At this point, just do shit like that every other week. I'm good.
Just random shit.
Yeah.
Just to show the sky.
Yeah.
Endgame.
Show Wakanda all fucked up.
Endgame.
Yeah.
Dude.
But wait until after Black History Month to do that.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
Knock on wood. They might do that shit. But yeah, that's cool. They showed the Captain Marvel 30-second trailer.
Of course.
Whatever. Everyone's kind of just like, they're up in arms about it. But I'm like, dude, at this point, you know what's next after Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
They showed the
You know what it is.
What?
It's like, this is just an in-between type shit.
You know what it is.
You know it's Marvel. The fuck? A label you can trust. And then who else? And then they showed the Toy Story 4 trailer at the end of the damn Super Bowl. So pretty much everyone turned away from the game. I had the game on because I was doing something. And all of a sudden I heard the do-do-do-do-do-do. I was like, oh! Hella quick. And then it ends.
And then, of course, you see this nigga just walking in a Coliseum or a stadium. And I'm like, it's time.
Yeah, no, they hella the Twilight Zone trailer.
Oh,
that got me. Cause I'm thinking they came
I knew
back
what
to
it
the
was
game.
after I have to jump.
You knew what it was at the very first shot.
Because as soon as it wasn't the first shot, it was the first sound.
Oh yeah,
it wasn't the theme that was the first sound. It was this eerie shit. Because
I knew that.
They had been talking about Twilight Zone was gonna make it.
No, but when they came in, it came in. Oh, welcome back to Super Bowl, and I was like, hold up, oh what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Then I heard Jordan Peele talk. I'm like, oh, it's Twilight Zone.
Yeah, when I heard Jordan Peele, I was like,
only thing that sucks is that it's gonna be only on CBS.
My sister said that. She was like, it's gonna be on the CBS app where you gotta pay $5 a month, right? And I was like, and them niggas gonna get every last one of my $5.
You really love Twilight Zone.
It's my favorite show of all time.
Time, huh?
Crazy.
Okay. Cool.
It's a great show. It opened up it wasn't only great for the stories and the little vignettes. It opened up a lot of doors. That man really fucked with black people.
That's cool.
Opened up a lot of doors for people.
So you watched all the Twilight Zones,
all 5 seasons,
and then even the Forest Whitaker one.
Unfortunately,
damn. You reminded me about that last night.
Yeah. Forrest Two Eyes Whitaker.
Oh. As soon as you told me that, you said on UPN. I was like, oh shit, I remember that.
Yeah.
Man, that
now
was.
we back to the Twilight Zone.
That's what he said?
Nah, but he was.
Oh yeah.
That was his Wakanda accent.
His Wakanda. We're gonna talk about the Black Panther.
What takes place in the Twilight Zone.
Well, it's also a Twilight Zone over at DC. While Marvel's, just dropping their balls, saying what's coming in the summer, DC is just, scrambling for something.
And I know a lot of people don't want to compare them. But let's even bring this up, how a few weeks ago we were all like, why the fuck they show the Spider-Man trailer? And a few weeks later, nobody gives a fuck about those anymore.
No.
Like, their fuck-ups are still better than DC's highlights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was mean.
But did I lie?
No.
That's what I'm saying. It was very true.
You didn't, because they announced that there is a new Batman movie coming in 2021, but Ben Affleck's not going to be in it.
What kind of shit is that?
Ben Affleck's saying, you know what, I'm not going to do it no more, man. That's unfortunate, because I remember when they announced that he was going to play Batman a long time ago. I was like, oh shit, I was not a fan of it. But then when you saw Batman vs Superman, I'm like, I liked him as Batman. Yeah. I actually liked him as Batman.
Yeah, he fit the role.
I put him right up there with Keaton-ish.
Had DC just came right and just did 2 Spider-Mans and then a Batman.
2 Spider-Mans, you mean Superman?
Supermans, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just did 2 Supermans, a Batman, and then Wonder Woman, and then went into Batman vs. Supes. Would have been all good.
Would have made more sense.
Yeah.
If they would have just did the slow, steady build that, at this point, we should have had Justice League. Like, Justice League should come out this year.
Yeah.
Avengers should be wrapping up. Justice League is coming out this year. But, whatever. It's going to be called The Batman. Not Batman, but The Batman. Mm-hmm. So they're looking for someone to play fucking Batman.
So, like Twitter put they bid in.
No.
Y'all ain't ready for nigga Batman?
What?
No. Y'all don't want nigga Batman? No. They said Daniel Kaluuya. No. I like Daniel Kaluuya. He would, in my opinion, he should play Batwing or
Nightwing or something.
Nightwing, yeah.
Something different.
If it's not Bruce Wayne, but if we go into the next phase of Batman,
Black Twitter wants all black people to play white roles, and it's just like, no, they are who they are for a reason. No black people should be playing these roles. I'm sorry.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want him to play Bruce Wayne, but definitely one of those Batman offsprings.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So who would you want to see play Batman? Because they were saying that because they want a well-known face to play Batman. I don't
give a fuck.
Me neither.
I don't know, man.
Christian Bale killed that shit, so I'm scared.
Christian Bale was the best Batman. Michael Keaton second. Val Kilmer did a good job. Everyone didn't like Val Kilmer. I liked him.
I think it was more so the movie though. Like,
Batman Forever.
Yeah, it was just Batman Forever. Cartoonish.
Batman Forever is always in the middle. Yeah. Don't talk about that other bullshit.
Yeah, that
George
Clooney.
Trash. Adam.
We're not talking about Adam. We're talking about Batman and Robin.
No, Adam West.
Adam West is that nigga.
Man, those fucking movies or
the
TV shows
are funny.
Fucking hilarious,
they
bro.
Still are.
Bam!
Slap a nigga. Slap!
Yeah.
Literally. But we know WB, you gotta figure that
shit. Batman?
Oh my holy God, holy fucking cock, Batman! This nigga's crazy.
Dick Collinsworth be.
Oh my God!
What are we gonna do, Batman? Now this is a guy.
This is a guy.
Mad rampage amongst Gotham.
We'll figure it out. WB, you better figure it out because y'all got 2 years because y'all rushing the fuck out of everything. You know that Joker movie that's coming out? What's her name from Atlanta? What's her name? Zazie Beetz? Is that her name? Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was talking about it with MTV, and they were going like, "Oh yeah, we were just making up shit as we went along for the Joker movie. Like we were just like filming new scenes as we went along and all that." And I was just like, "Uh-oh."
To this day.
Why you say to this day?
To this day.
They're still making shit up.
Oh yeah.
To this day.
I mean, they're just making up shit as they go along, and I'm just like, well, and they wrapped up, so we're gonna find out what's coming. I don't know. DC, get it together, man. You got Shazam.
Looking forward to that shit.
Well, you got Shazam. How do they fumble the ball? How do they fumble the ball with this? You have Batman and Superman. You telling me Aquaman is your most highest gross movie over Batman and Superman?
If Joker isn't good,
it's not going to be.
Oh my God,
it's not going to be. Venom's going to be better than that.
Venom wasn't bad.
I know it wasn't bad, but I'm saying it's going to be better than Joker.
That's what he's saying. Yeah. Marvel's fuck ups are,
Yeah.
That's even Marvel's fuck up. Anyway, shit. 30 for 30.
Yeah, right up my alley.
Prime time.
Oh man, Deion Sanders 30 for 30. Deion's double play. For those who don't know what it's about, it's basically the day
you little youngsters.
Yeah, the 24-hour span where Deion played in Game 4 of the NLCS, then caught a private jet to go play for the Falcons in Miami
in a regular season game.
And then flew back up to Pittsburgh to attempt to play in Game 5.
Yeah.
But of course they cock blocked them because they was hating. They suppose. And yeah. 1 hour. It was 1 hour. It was perfect how they set it up. They took his ass right into a hangar with all of the automobiles that we saw him in and be extravagant in. Brilliant. Yeah, his new hairline is nice as fuck.
Oh yeah, it was. Yes, it was. I miss him with his bald head. I liked him with his bald head.
Deion. I like his bald Deion. Jerry curl dripping Deion.
Prime time,
just that nigga, man.
He really is.
Like just
easy.
Prime is that nigga.
He really is.
Some Atlanta and Pepsi, they dropped the ball to me.
Pepsi or Coke?
No, Pepsi.
Okay,
because Pepsi being involved with it.
Because Coca-Cola is in Atlanta. That's
fam, y'all in Atlanta. And you ain't got this man coming up and...
Well, alright.
What we talking about? Y'all didn't play this? You didn't have him to perform this at all?
A pre-show game or something?
Something.
You probably weren't thinking. They're not culture.
Come on, man.
Oh, wow, bro.
Y'all didn't have this nigga perform this?
And you got Jamie Foxx come out and be really beaming?
Come on, man. Come on, man. Why am I the only one that thinks about shit like this? I got bags for days in my head. Motherfuckers should be missing out, man.
My name is Willie. Willie Beeman.
Man, such a what like Kevin Malone said in The Office. What a waste.
But doesn't Pepsi do the halftime show every year?
Well, no, I'm just saying because Pepsi, they do it every year. I'm just saying because Pepsi pretty much has the stronghold when it comes to NFL talent throughout that week.
Well, Super Bowl's going to be...
He's there. He was there. It wasn't even like he wasn't there.
And what's the Super Bowl going to be next year? Miami?
I honestly have no clue.
Miami or LA?
I think Miami.
LA either has next year or 2021.
I think they got 20.
Well, they got to build the stadium first.
It's almost done.
Yeah, something's done. So I think it's gonna be in Miami.
That's what I'm saying. It more likely is 2021, but I don't know if they all made this proclamation that the Super Bowl is going to be the official first game in that stadium. So that's why I don't know. Well,
And then for
y'all keep talking.
I'm looking it up right
that
now.
would actually make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Super Bowl 2021 in Tampa, Florida. They're gonna be in Tampa, Florida next year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
whatever.
That's good. Anyway, yeah, that was a good one. So yeah, you put this on those 5
No,
guys.
it's gonna be in.
It's at Tampa,
Miami.
Florida. It's at Tampa, Florida. When I
Super
looked
Bowl
at it.
54.
54 Miami.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hard Rock Stadium.
I put 2021. Whatever the
Yeah,
case.
2021 is gonna be in Tampa.
Oh, they're going to stay in Florida for 2 years.
So then that means LA is gonna be 2022.
That's weak. Anyway, besides the point. So you made a great point about the 5 athletes you wish Twitter was around for. In
Yeah,
their
so I'm
prime.
watching. Of course, I didn't get to see Dion's prime.
Yeah, me neither.
You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
we
So
were
that was-
young.
No, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't, trust me, everybody knows I'm the sports nigga. I would have seen that nigga's prime for real. But it had me thinking because I'm like, damn, I obviously have my list of those I wanted to see in their prime. At least when I was able to comprehend the amount of sports that I know now.
Right.
'Cause, I mean, granted, I still saw Kobe, and I saw Kobe's whole career. I saw T-Mac's whole career.
Right.
I would have seen LeBron's. But it wasn't until I was, 13, 14, or 15 years old when I was able to process what I was seeing. So by the time when I was that age, Kobe, I think at that point, had just switched the numbers. So, it was a whole different transition to that. But then I started thinking, okay, well, who's 5 athletes that I wish Twitter was around when we saw these niggas in their prime? And obviously Dion and Bo Jackson are 2 that easy.
Yeah.
These niggas is,
Without
one was a
question.
football player that played baseball part-time. The other one was a baseball player that played football part-time. Who the hell don't want to see that?
Seriously.
Okay, so those 2 right off the bat. Allen Iverson, because before all the cornrows and shit, remember, it was the bowling alley bullshit, and then he got released, and then to go to Georgetown,
Yep.
to see AI in this generation at Georgetown for during March Madness would have been some
my
shit.
God.
And then to see him go to the league in the transition that he did,
I've been fired.
oh my God.
Hell yeah.
And I'm not even talking about them nowadays. I'm talking about if Twitter was around during the era.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
see
know.
all that
I know what you're talking about. Shaq.
I put Shaq, but I also put, it was a toss-up between him and the Fab Five.
Oh, shit.
I would have loved to see Twitter's response when the Fab Five was around and broke ground.
I think Shaq in his prime would have been
Can you
crazy
imagine?
too.
Shaq also would
Oh,
have
yeah,
been.
no, definitely that.
Oh, Shaq, of course. But I'm just saying, when I'm thinking of also impact. Now, Shaq did break ground by becoming the athlete that was also well-known, just as well-known off the field or the court as much as he was.
Yeah, as an entertainer.
Yeah. And of course, my final one, just because I like fuckery, Lawrence Taylor. You know the memes that would have came out
Yeah.
when the cocaine shit was hitting and this nigga was still winning Defensive Players of the Year and Super Bowls?
Wow.
Can you imagine the meme? It was Lawrence Taylor's pregame meal. And it's just this nigga snorting up cocaine.
Oh, shit.
I think for me it would be Jordan. Just Jordan, period.
See, I would have
I was
put
gonna
Jordan,
say,
but
man.
that's everybody's.
But for me,
Yeah.
it's Jordan.
Yeah.
Just people trying to discredit who he is and all the shit he's doing, and then him winning championships like some Tom Brady shit. Oh man, that would have been amazing.
See, I agree with a lot of these, man. You know
Joe
what I mean?
Montana, nah.
Nah. You gotta think bigger than that.
Who?
Will Chamberlain.
Oh, Will Chamberlain during the Twitter era.
Man,
Yeah.
can you imagine that shit? We would have
Imagine Will
got a
Chamberlain-
transcript of
Yeah.
all the whole list.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Magic Johnson.
Yep.
Yeah.
When the AIDS outbreak came out, can you imagine the jokes?
man.
The
Well, yeah,
jokes.
Yeah, the joke's still flying now. But when the jokes
they're
flew,
still going on.
initially,
I
when
know,
that would've
that's what I
happened,
meant.
yeah.
Woo,
Oh, yeah.
boy. So
Yeah,
Jordan,
that would've
Magic
been some
Johnson.
shit.
But there's another reason too. Fat Magic. 'Cause remember, he came back in '95.
Oh yeah, when he came back.
Fat Magic would have had Twitter erupt.
Oh yeah,
I'm trying to think,
sure.
who else?
sure.
Oh, Ray Lewis when the shit came out.
Yeah.
Ray Lewis. What was another sports athlete? I said Jordan, Ray Lewis.
You know what?
Magic
During
Johnson.
the fucking what was his name? PJ the Carlissimo era.
Oh, Latrell
Sprewell.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Day. To this day.
Oh my god.
To this day.
Bruh,
Yeah.
that shit.
Yes.
You know, and the
Yeah.
crazy thing, we're not even thinking of the most outrageous person in sports.
Mike Tyson.
Well, that's a good one.
That's a very round of applause. For that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's 4. And it's in prime Mike Tyson.
Dennis Rodman.
And Dennis Rodman. Dennis
Can you
Rodman
imagine that?
That's old. That's been
Ooh.
OBJ. Drake would have been his BFF.
Well, because remember, Rodman and Karl Malone went to WCW for that night.
During the finals.
Yeah.
During the finals. I couldn't believe that shit happened. I hope they talk about that on the fucking 20 on the
Well, of
30
course they are.
30.
That's why when they're saying, "Where's Rodman? Where is he?" Like that's what they're. I knew exactly what they was going to talk about during that bullshit, man.
You know, Jordan. I bet you Jordan was so pissed during that shit.
Oh, come on. I mean,
See, I left out MJ because it's the most obvious.
Because
It really is the most obvious because to me it wasn't even about his playing. It was I just wanted to know how he would have bounced back from all the shit that he not necessarily got away with, but because media was different, they didn't treat it the same. So the gambling, when he punched Steve Kerr, the shit he used to talk on the court.
shit would have leaked out. Shit would have leaked out hella quick.
How he would have been, because I don't know if everybody would be calling him necessarily the GOAT as often as they do.
Yeah.
Just based off of how he treated other people.
It was a different era. 90s
Right. No,
were
exactly.
different.
Yeah.
I mean, he was doing videos with Michael Jackson. He was fucking doing Nike commercials. He was, Jordan was Jordan, man. He was he was out like he was a good boy, chilling with Oprah, doing all types of shit.
someone else I want to add to this list also is he actually has a social media now. But when he first came out, Kobe. With his whole
I thought about
shit with what do you call it, with Shaq.
I thought about it. Then I said, no, I didn't want to live that. You know why?
Denver.
Yeah.
I thought about that too,
Yeah.
but that's
Love
another,
Kobe.
that's
Then you
another
got
thing, man.
you don't want that to happen, but I want it. I want
I'm
fuckery.
saying that's fuckery, dog.
You want
Like,
fuckery.
That's
Hey,
too
you know
close to
me.
home.
I was just gonna get to that, bro.
No,
you know
man.
me, I got
No.
nothing but love for Kobe. Like he's that dude.
Yeah, them LOLs hit a little bit different when it's your own
Yeah.
favorite player or
Saying,
something.
bro. That should be dope. I mean, I would have liked to have seen that.
Hey, I
personally.
would.
No, I say it, but of course I would have. Of course, had it been around,
Yeah.
because remember he was still scoring 40 during that year.
He really was.
So them jokes would have been like, this nigga really is playing for his freedom.
Man,
Yeah.
play for your freedom.
Yep.
Man, it would have been a man. Twitter would have been so popping during the 90s. Man, if social media was around during
Serious
them
stuff.
eras with rap and it was just music and sports. Fire.
Yeah, I mean, we just were talking about sports. Can you imagine all the hip hop artists?
No.
Pac. Yeah. On Instagram. Imagine all the
Fuck
fucking.
that. When ODB went to go get his welfare check.
He would have put that on IG Live.
Yeah.
Well, shit, he did that on MTV, didn't he?
I know, yeah, he did. But imagine him on IG
Imagine
Live.
live streaming with that.
Yeah, for sure.
Pac would have left like long ass fucking paragraphs about like prison reform, and then talk about fucking Faith Evans and the next fucking shit. Whole bunch of Biggie memes and Prodigy
Bipolar
memes.
as
Nas.
fuck.
He'd been just like Game. We get to that nigga later.
MC Hammer would have been the Drake. Popularity. Hey, like,
Back in that era.
No, popularity.
That era,
that's what I'm
yes.
talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
If Twitter was around during that time frame.
when he was spending all that fucking money.
Yeah.
They would have been black excellence. And then when we found out he was broke, the jokes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the jokes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, the jokes.
That's what it's all about, man. It's
niggery.
just the jokes.
Just the jokes.
It's just the jokes.
Oh, yeah. Hey, powerful niggardry at work.
I just love that. What happened to your shaft, Robert? But speaking of powerful, wiggerty, when it comes to white folks, I stumbled across this little Netflix show, or documentary, and it was called Abducted in Plain Sight. Now, I didn't know anything that was going into it. I didn't see it on Twitter. I just saw it on my list. I saw it on like, oh, you might like this show. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Exactly what happened to me. It showed up on my shit that I would want to see.
So I was like, okay, Abducted in Plain Sight. So I started watching it. It was just regular white folks shit. About 20 minutes.
I turned that shit off. my first go around, because I did eventually go back and finish it.
Yeah.
My first go around, I turned that shit off. Like,
Now,
there's
why
no
did we
way
turn
this
it
shit
off?
is real?
Now, why did we turn it off in 20 minutes, Martine? Ask why.
Why did you turn it off in 20 minutes?
Because.
Okay, good answer.
Which one do you pick? Like, which reason do you want? Do you want the
Why'd
do
you
you
do
want
it?
the most on surface reason? Or do you want
we're talking about the first 20 minutes, not everything that happened.
Do you want the most obvious reason? Do you want the most absurd reason? Do you want the most what the fuck is going on reason? Like, which
I
one?
stood in silence.
I want it all. Okay, the most obvious reason. The most obvious reason was that the little girl, so the couple's daughter.
This first 20 minutes, not the most.
They
absurd
agreed
one.
to have their neighbor take her to go see a stable of horses,
something like that.
And 5 days later, they're like, they're not back. Maybe we should call the FBI. That was the most obvious.
But
right?
that didn't happen in the first one. I'll talk about the pedophile part. That's
that was the first 20 minutes.
Not even jump to the the PD or whatever. Let's call the FBI. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they waited 5 days.
Yeah, like that's ridiculous.
They didn't call on nothing.
Now here's the second one.
This is why I don't watch this bullshit.
No, because it came out of nowhere. That's the thing.
The mother,
I get it,
was fooling around with the neighbor, the one that took her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
It gets better.
Oh, it gets better.
It gets better.
Oh, it gets better, Martine.
The father.
Oh God.
Gave this man a hand job.
Mm-hmm.
He did what?
Gave him a hand job. He even talked.
And
then it was even funnier. It's even funnier. This wasn't the first one. This is why I paused. He was like, yeah, he was a well-known pedophile. He was like, yeah, I knew he was a pedophile.
His brother.
On some Rick James shit.
Yeah. Like, was like, we just had no idea he was a pedophile. Yeah, he's just a pedophile. Yeah, he was a pedophile.
I knew it. Like, he just
cut right there. I saw that shot, so I was like, bro.
That's when I paused and I just sit there and he's like, oh yeah, when he was like 9, when he was 12, he was messing with an 8-year-old. Yeah, I remember that. And I'm sitting there. I paused it and looked at the screen in utter silence for a good 5 minutes. Like, what? What?
I legit turned that shit off the first time. Like, I was at that point, I was just like, yo, white people really are victims when it's convenient for them.
So I kept watching, and it gets worse, Martine.
Oh, it does.
Boy, it gets. So
it gets nasty.
Oh, it gets out of this world nasty. So old girl
out of this world.
Yes. Oh yes. So old girl was passed out because she got drugged up, right?
Okay.
He was giving her allergy pills. They turned out to be sleeping pills.
And so when she wakes up, she's groggy and she starts hearing a voice from a tape recorder. Like, just imagine.
You'll never guess, man. It was Collinsworth.
Fuck
no. Don't even do the voice because you're gonna make me laugh. I'm gonna make the point because even the reality is even funnier. Now you remember in Back to the Future when Marty woke up his dad and he was posing as an alien?
Oh yeah.
That's what he did.
Except he wasn't in there.
It was the
voice machine.
And it was like, yeah, you need to save the world.
Female companion, you must mate with male companion or you die.
You must have a child to save the world.
Yeah, basically it was.
I can't believe I'm saying this.
It was just like the story of Jesus. She was going to carry the child because she was half alien.
And she was saying this story with a straight face.
Yeah, because she was half alien. Her sister was half alien. She was going to carry the savior that was going to somehow transport to the planet that she was from and was going to save everybody.
Of course, all that was bullshit.
Pretty much going to save Titan from Thanos.
Of course, all that was bullshit. Because that's what the pervert just made up this shit just so we could have sex with this little girl.
I mean, as hard as it is for me to say this, like, I get it. I get the story.
I mean, look, we done bashed R. Kelly all year. R. Kelly ain't got shit on this nigga.
Oh my god! And this is a documentary.
Yes, it's a 90-minute documentary. 90 minutes.
This man.
That's the crazy part.
Had an 8-month affair with the mom. Got the dad to give him a hand job.
And fucked the little girl. And fucked the daughter.
Fucked their daughter. No, not fuck their daughter. Raped their daughter.
Yeah.
And did it twice. He kidnapped her twice.
Are you serious, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? The first time she was gone for 35 days, and he married her in Mexico.
What the fuck?
But then they backed off the charges because they were like, because the guy's wife brought up the fact that the dad gave him a hand job, and then the mom was having an affair. They didn't want it to leak out to the public, so they annulled their statements.
Oh my god!
And then the little girl still was thinking in her mind, "Wow, we still got to complete this mission." So she snuck out with him. and she was gone for like what, 3 months? This
Some
time,
shit like that. Some shit like that.
He took her out, took her to Cal. This all happened in Iowa or Idaho.
Idaho. Something.
Iowa.
He was staying in Salt. He was staying in
fuck.
Salt Lake after the first attempt. He drove her ass to Pasadena, enrolled her in an all-girls boarding school, and then posed as her dad, and then would come back on weekends to see her. And the family just didn't know where she was for 3 months.
That family is stupid as fuck,
White people.
man.
Just
Seriously.
And I stumbled on this shit. I stumbled on this shit. And I want to sue Netflix for that. Not really, but it was one of those that snuck up on you. It was just like, oh, this might be a god.
It was really one of those ones where I wish the whole timeline watched it as a family.
Oh, the timeline. So I saw certain people watch it, but it was one of those.
That was the thing. It didn't have the same impact because everybody saw it at different times.
Yeah.
So everyone was like, okay, had we all seen it all at once, it'd have been
the crackers.
Yeah.
Remember the Soldier Boy.
Like it was nasty, man.
Speaking of,
it was nasty.
Yeah, nah, it sounds fucking horrible.
You should watch it, Martine.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah, that's white people for you. Soldier Boy, tell him. I didn't read this story because I just thought it was just crazy enough already. But Soldier Boy was kidnapping them hoes.
Allegedly.
I don't know. What's the gist of it?
As the story goes, he's dating this woman named Kayla. She says Friday night, early Saturday morning, her and I think one of his security gets into an argument. Then Soldier comes out of nowhere and pretty much hits her with a Superman punch.
You bitch!
And then grabs her and then ties her up in I want to make sure I get this right. Ties her up in an extension cord and left her there in the garage for 6 hours and then let her go.
That sounds like, I don't want to say that sounds like some shit Soldier Boy would do. And
Soldier Boy and his manager are completely calling this bullshit.
Maybe it's like he leaked that shit for more fucking publication. For publicity.
It's an official report.
Okay.
Well,
I really love that button. But
lay off that damn button, please.
Hey man, that's why I love Story of Adelon, just because it gave the greatest soundbite ever. But I don't know what to say to this. What y'all got to say about this?
This was the first Atlanta nigga that get caught up over the Super Bowl weekend in Atlanta.
You put Bow man. You put why'd you put Bow Wow?
Because
as an Atlanta nigga.
We talked about it.
No. Because an Atlanta nigga.
No, because it's important we talk about it after the response that we.
I know. I'm not. I thought you meant like you put Bow Wow as an Atlanta nigga, but I know what you meant. I get you.
His career started in Atlanta.
Don't go there.
So he's an Atlanta nigga. And he's on a show called Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta.
But isn't he from Ohio? Okay.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of what we're talking about too. But then he made a lot of valid points.
I know he did. I know. That's why I'm not gonna bother arguing because it's just like it doesn't make no sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
But this is the illogical sense.
Don't try it.
Just don't want to. See,
for the world out there, Busby likes to take pride in saying Busby don't bullshit. But when it comes to Bow Wow, he just can't put his finger on how I am always right. I say 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even 4 to 5, but just give it time. We will always have something from Bow Wow.
Dude, I had the TV on this past weekend on Sunday. I woke up. I was kind of low-key hungover. I woke up. You know what was on my TV? Fucking Lotto Ticket. With Bow Wow. Which was a good movie, by the way. He should have stuck to acting, to be honest. But I woke up and I was like, fucking Jason.
He tried. They canceled CSI.
No, but I'm talking about other movies. I'm talking about other movies he could have just been in, but whatever the fucking case. And then they wrote him out of the Fast and the Furious series, which was kind of sad.
If he dies, he dies.
If he died, yep. Did he die? They just wrote his ass off. Whatever, man.
Close enough.
Yeah.
No, I woke, and then earlier this week, I saw the report and I saw the mugshot, and I was like, I'm just gonna send this to JC, and he just sent the fucking evil GIF laugh or some shit. I don't know what it was. I was annoyed, like really.
And let me be clear, my response wasn't based on the story. It was just simply based on the fact that
Bow Wow.
You try to keep running from it, but I'm like, yo, if you just see it the way I see it, you will appreciate this.
I don't appreciate shit from that nigga. I don't care. Fuck him.
And we're going to be in the same position within the next 5 weeks.
Probably in the next few days.
Such a shame.
Especially with all this shit. Next few days.
Now, when it actually comes to the story, I will be the one that crusades 100% for Bow Wow in this situation.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the reason why he was arrested was because around 4 a.m., him and his girlfriend, who was also on Growing Up Hip Hop, Leslie, they apparently got into an altercation. She claims that he got jealous when she was around another man in the club, and he put hands on her. He says that he acknowledged that he was upset about the situation, went to go have a conversation with her, and she turned around and called him a bitch ass nigga.
Damn. Well,
now which one do you believe more? Bow Wow just ran up and put hands on her, or he got called a bitch ass nigga by the woman that he loves?
I believe the bitch ass nigga part.
Part 2.
See,
that's why I always talk about the Chris Brown, when Chris Brown told his side of the story about what happened.
Hey, sometimes it works in your favor to be the butt of all the jokes, because when shit like this pops off,
and you look at him, and you look at the mugshot.
What are you inclined to
like
believe?
Fucking who's that? Who's that?
Mugshot says a lot.
It's like Meowth got on his ass. If y'all watch Pokemon,
shit.
you know. Okay, you get it.
Yeah.
Now,
she put them paws on him.
I looked at that, and I was like, she clearly put hands on him.
Yeah,
lock her ass up.
Oh yeah, I agree with you on that.
But it seems like we still live in a society where double standards and it comes to domestic violence.
I'll say selective outrage.
Yeah, because if I was not mistaken, we had a conversation in regards to Chris Brown and Rihanna on Twitter. Not us personally, but
Twitter.
As Black Twitter. We had this conversation last week.
Oh yeah, I know. You should know how these niggas are, man.
We had this conversation where it was anybody who puts hands on a woman is scum.
Yeah.
But
when
it seems that a woman can scratch you the fuck up and ruin what's actually the primary source of your income, because Bow Wow's face is his primary source for being on TV and being in a recording studio. And it's just all fun and games and laughter.
Oh, selective outrage because no one likes them. But if that was someone they liked, then it would have been a whole different story.
And I don't know if you saw it, but just the night before, I don't even think it was the night before, I think it was literally hours before this story came out. There was the video of old boy when dude was asking, was he wrong to do it? When he found his girl cheating. And he cold clocked her in the club. And the security just...
I've seen that one. I don't think... I've seen... That clip's been around for years.
Right.
I don't think it's... I know what you're talking about, but I don't think that was the situation. I don't know what the situation caused for him to cold clock her for that shit.
Right, but either way, that topic was literally happening right before this story came out.
Yeah, I remember that.
And everybody was saying, no, there's no excuse to put your hands on my don't touch.
Yeah.
I actually went to comments on that thread. Same women on that thread were showing up on the other one laughing.
God.
Of course. It's always those same type. It's always the usual suspects. The whole loud feminist women doing that shit. That's why I don't bother arguing with them, because you can never win an argument with them women.
And see,
you can't.
And
that's why I don't bother.
For me, I have never put my hands on a woman.
Me neither.
Me neither.
I've had hands put on me by a woman, by 2 different women on 3 different occasions. And society told me, well, just take a stride, man up.
Yeah.
And it took 2 years for that to get that out of my brain and say, you know what, don't minimize my victimization. Who the hell are you to tell me how I should respond? I was still a victim in that.
Yeah.
So don't tell me how to respond. Then I get into some debates with women on social media.
God bless you.
I had spare time. I got sent to the store pre-Super Bowl, so that whole place was a fuck show.
Oh, you got sent to the store to buy shit?
Yeah.
And it wasn't... What'd you end up cooking that day?
Shit, I throw a pizza in the oven.
My mom made chicken. DiGiorno and chicken.
The Select.
Ooh.
The shits where if you buy 3, all of a sudden that price goes from $5 to $2.98 per. I got 3 of them bitches for less than $10.
Hey, I DoorDash some shit.
The whole Super Bowl was just...
You just change the topic.
I'm telling you.
Anyway, old girl putting hands on you, some shit.
So, yeah, we're having this debate. And so... Long story short, it's just getting down. Like, she's trying to get me... She wants to be right. That, but then she's also trying to convey to me that, well, I look at a man who leaves a mark on a woman's face or breaks her arm, it's a lot worse than if a woman slaps a man because there's no mark on his face. And I was like, okay, so what happens if a man verbally abuses a woman? Because there's no mark on her body. Which one's worse? And then it just kept going back. And then I was like, well, I really just want to try to understand why it is that all these statistics start coming into play when you're talking to people who actually stand up for women. Like, why are you bringing up somebody like, I don't have control over how people view you as a black woman, but I know how I view black women.
Yeah.
Same here.
I'm in a relationship with a black woman. Actually, this next Monday on the 11th will be my 1-year anniversary with Larissa. So I know where I stand with black women, but why is it that as a black man you're more quick to rush at the police dragging us than us getting put hands on by our own women? You know what I'm saying? Like, just
I get
like
you.
that. Like,
This is the part where I'm
you.
glad we don't have a woman on here, because I can just see both of y'all just going back and forth. We ain't got time for that.
Well, it depends on which kind of woman.
I know, but you know,
If I had Larissa on here, Larissa would be ready
agreed.
to pop heads over my behalf, because we have a clear understanding. We don't put hands on each other.
let's just put it to you this way: someone who has an illogical mind. Let's put it to you that
Right,
way.
right.
You know, just a woman.
Right.
That's just,
And then to finally close it out, which killed me, was she was like, "So you see slapping a man leaving no mark the same as hitting a woman and leaving mark?" And I'm like,
no,
yes, it's all abuse.
Yeah, it's the same.
You don't have the
They
right
just-
to put your hands on anybody.
JC, they just want to be right.
Of course,
That's all. That's what women do. You want to be right, and when both y'all,
I didn't want to be right.
You just want your point proven.
I just wanted my point to be proven to
But
show
they're not
that
gonna-
it's
that's-
asinine.
in their eyes, they see you just.
It
wanna
doesn't
be
add
right.
up.
I know it doesn't add up, but that's women.
It's wild, man.
I know. That's why I don't bother.
It's wild, man.
It's an evil world we live in.
So I don't bother. Well, an evil world. That's great Subway Future. Hey, what's his real name?
Nevadius.
Nevadius. That sounds fucking European. Yo, Ice.
Or if you're like me and you know his actual musical background, we can go back to his first rap name,
Which was
Meathead.
okay. I stick with Future. Anyway, so JC hits the group chat early Sunday morning, Super Bowl Sunday morning, and I thought this shit was
man.
fake.
I couldn't believe what I read.
I thought I had to click the link.
What kind of shit is
On
that?
Super Bowl weekend, 21 Savage got arrested by ICE.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay fucking calm! That was one of the most... I was in shock. Like, hold up. What?
Everybody was.
It was no, that wasn't the kicker. The kicker was he's not really from Atlanta. He's really from the UK. I don't know what to push.
I don't even know what button to press.
Don't push anything. Just make a guess. Just make a guess. Just push
Blindly. And down.
Now.
And that works.
That worked. I was in shock. I was like, hold up. You telling me he was from just the outside looking in, you telling me he was posing as an Atlanta nigga from the UK the entire fucking time? That sounded like a fucking... And ICE came to arrest him? That sounded like a plot in season 3 of fucking Atlanta.
Sounds like a Lost Boondocks episode.
Sounds like something that would happen to Paperboy.
That legit crossed my mind, like the exact same way that you just said it. But
Yeah.
then I was like, I thought ICE only went after Mexicans, bro. Like, what the fuck is going on?
And I'm sorry. It was...
I mean, y'all thought that. You don't even want to know what my first thought was.
what was your first thought?
Yo, they got a Zone 6 in the UK?
See, when it came out, it was fucked up. It getting yanked away from the film.
First of all, when it came out, everybody was stuck because we were like an hour and a half away from kickoff.
Yes.
So everybody was just stuck. The timeline was just stuck. I was just stuck. This is how stuck I was. Okay.
21 Savage.
Like
What?
Bro, when I tell you I was stuck. You know the Stephen A. Smith shit?
Yeah.
The one that they run through the running joke? Like, this was me. Trying to process this.
No.
For those who did not hear, one more time. Again, this was me trying to process what I read for 15 minutes. 15
I was at
minutes.
Red Robin, man. I couldn't process it. Now, with me, I know the whole back. I know how fucked up it is, just the whole thing of it. But Them jokes flew.
They flew.
No, them jokes were gonna fly. I give a fuck how mad you motherfuckers got. Them jokes
flew like birds in the trap.
Woo, them jokes were funny. Oh man, you telling me this nigga we're getting raps by Watson?
When they said these was the shooters that he was talking about,
Shut
the fucking British the red shirts.
Oh shit! Like, he's getting yanked away from his family.
Man, I saw one girl called him Lord Savage of the 21st
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh shit! That shit was funny. Every joke was hitting. Every one of them.
When we were released from the stuckness, the jokes hit. And then when we realized what was actually happening,
it wasn't as funny, but to me it's still funny.
And then that's when Demi Lovato came in.
No. But before Demi Lovato, Evan, then all of a sudden you're seeing everyone just go and say, "Oh, I was with my pussy hurt." No, they're going like, "No, this man got yanked away from family. None of these jokes are funny." And then I kicked back and I thought about to myself, and I'm going like, So if that was Soulja Boy, not Soulja Boy, if that was Bow Wow, or if that was Tekashi 6ix9ine or one of these rappers that we don't give a fuck about, everyone's like the laughing stock, or if that was Iggy Azalea, if that happened to Iggy Azalea, all y'all motherfuckers would have laughed your fucking asses off. Every single one of you. But since it's 21 Savage, and since we all love 21 Savage now, now I was like, oh my god, that's so fucked up, and no, it's not a joking matter, he got yanked away from his family, and shut the fuck up.
Well, let me ask this.
Shit.
How would you have felt if Ice didn't get 21 Savage, but they scooped up Colin Kaepernick?
Whew. Now that would have been fucked up.
That'd be weird.
That would be too weird. It would have been like, But then again, like I'm saying, that gets one likes person. But you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. Mm-hmm. The only reason why I bring that up, though, is because I didn't know that earlier this week, when he went and did his performance of A Lot on whatever night show he was on.
Yeah, he mentioned...
He changed the lyrics around, and he brought up how Ice was taking the kids away from their parents. I didn't realize that until the joke started clearing, and I started looking into this, and I was like, wait a minute.
I mean, they. We talked about it last week. They are listening. They will get you. Now, as of right now, he's okay from people that are close to him.
You want me to read the official statement?
The whole long-ass statement? Just paraphrase it.
So...
He cool. Fuck Trump.
ICE detained 21 Savage based upon incorrect information about prior criminal charges and now refusing to release him on bond of any amount, despite the fact that he has a pending U visa application as the victim of crime with USCIS, and that he has relief from removal available to him. So, of course, his last name is Abraham Joseph. Mr. Abraham Joseph has never hid his immigration status from the U.S. government. The Department of Homeland Security has known his address and his history since his filing for the U visa in 2017, yet they took no action against him until this past weekend. ICE can only continue to detain individuals who are a threat to the community or a flight risk to not show up at their hearings. But obviously our client is not a flight risk, as he is widely recognizable and a prominent member of the music industry. Likewise, Mr. Abraham Joseph is clearly not a danger to the community, and in fact, his contributions to local communities and schools that he grew up in are examples of the type of immigrant we want in America.
So, in other words, people...
This nigga from the UK!
In other words, people, if y'all would have voted for that white woman, 21 Savage would be out right now. Them jokes flew. And so I'm looking at it as this.
When they say when Drake finds out that 21 Savage is from the UK before he is, and there was just the little kid crying, screaming on the screen.
See, we're laughing because I'm seeing the funny part of it. But again, this is what I'm talking about earlier. Selective outrage. Because if this was anybody else, if this was somebody the timeline does not like, if this was Tekashi, if that was Iggy Azalea, if that was Bow Wow, if this was any, like, what other rapper people don't like? It don't matter. Now they're trying to fucking... I'm just saying, there would be the laughing stock.
I totally get you.
And then
I totally agree with you on that.
And now they're going like, oh, we need to sign this petition to get him out of jail, get him out of the immigration. I'm going like, oh, so are you going to do a petition for all the other families and all the other people that got yanked away from their families in the immigration That's for that bullshit?
No.
Hell no. That's because that's your favorite rapper and you want more music. Fuck out of here. Selective outrage motherfuckers. Now again, the people that are close to him, I can understand. You know, his family, I can say none of these jokes are funny. That's why I was looking at it. I was like, man, shut the fuck up and laugh at these. He's gonna take these jokes. He's gonna get out of this. I guarantee you, he's gonna get out of this, and they immortalized him.
I just don't get like how he was traveling. You know what I mean? Because he's going to different countries already.
I don't get how.
Like, how did he not get scooped up?
Like, my nigga, I don't even think Pusha T could have got this kind of info and used it against him.
Seriously though.
Seriously. I mean, like I said, he's a slick Rick now. Like, he's the ghetto. When he gets out of this, he's gonna be immortalized, and he's gonna be a spokesperson for immigration. They immortalized him for this. This don't even make him weaker. This makes him stronger. He's immortalized now.
Look, I hate to say it, and in no way am I advocating for the person sitting in that chair. I will say, since he has been in that chair, Meek Mill has become the poster child for prison reform, and it's now looking like 21 Savage is about to become the poster child for immigration.
Who would have thought that shit?
That's crazy.
And Colin Kaepernick is the poster child
For the civil rights movement, damn near.
I mean,
Who would have thought the nigga who kissed his who flexed on niggas and kissed his biceps, the other one who fucking didn't know how to drink water.
yeah.
And you gotta say it like that too.
And then Meek Mill
doing shit different that I don't usually do.
You gotta do it in a British accent with that voice.
Like drinking water.
Like drinking water. And then you got
I wonder if he listens to Adele heavy.
He probably does.
I mean, he is British.
He's
so,
British.
You know.
He's the top rapper in the UK right now, man. I mean, when he gets out, I hope he sees. I know he's gonna be like he's gonna be recovered, looking at his family. But I bet you he's gonna look at all these memes and he gonna laugh his ass off. I'd laugh. And I'll capitalize on this shit. I'll do a whole European tour.
As soon as my ass gets cleared, I'm telling my agent, book me for every commercial.
Yes.
And have them do every single meme, and I'm going to do that commercial. And I'm going to get paid.
Paid. I will be on BBC. I will be on Sky One. I'm going to get paid off this. Thank you, government. You made me more money. He going to get out by the end of the week. That's a Busby prediction, you bitch ass nipples.
Now.
Demi
Again,
Lovato.
once the smoke cleared,
Yeah.
and we were past the jokes,
past
and we
the
were
jokes.
now looking at, well, what the fuck is all this?
I'm still laughing.
Demi Lovato came in and tweeted out, the highlight of my day are these 21 Savage memes, which
she was telling the truth.
More people give credit, and they should understand what she was saying.
Yeah.
But when you come against Black Twitter, somebody said it best. This was her when she came on the timeline, and Black Twitter caught wind.
Nigga, did I just catch you having
To be clear, hold on, wait.
I knew what that was.
To be clear, she didn't say it was the highlight of her day. It was the best part of the Super Bowl.
Which was true.
You know what I mean?
In a way, it was true. Nigga, I just tell you having fun.
And then those jokes.
Oh, man.
For those who can't see what the jokes were.
Oh, Black
this
Twitter.
This is the vocal reflection of this.
What you do? You smoke crack, don't you? You
Smoke crack, don't you?
What you do?
Boy, that's pretty much what everyone. Y'all can't see my hand signal, but it was boy. They are. I know you ain't talking, you old crackheaded heroin smoking ass motherfucking bitch ass bitch. I didn't say it like. And no, that's what they were saying.
No, he was saying verbatim.
And then
that's what Busby was saying. But that's what he was saying verbatim.
And then pretty much the Michael Jackson
and I saw
one.
the spoon with the heroin. Oh,
No.
It was
and
sizzling.
then they showed the Michael Jackson, and he's all rolling up his sleeve.
And then somebody put up when she was on Snapchat and she farted years ago.
Wow.
You didn't see that?
No. They Black Twitter. No, you don't.
Wait, y'all gonna hate me for this.
Nope.
But people gotta hear the sound.
They gotta hear.
It's one of those ones where it's like, how did you even make it to 2019? Because
well, she was kind of going through rehab.
What?
Whoa, that's the dirty one. That was real.
That's her. Yeah, she was on Snapchat.
She let the devil out with that shit, bro.
She's smiling too, like, yeah, I did it.
Yo, when the heroin hits different, it comes out different.
But yeah, so yeah, pretty much all of Black Twitter just told her to shut the fuck up.
To this day.
Yeah.
To this day.
We can make fun of our own.
To this day.
Not you. You a white crackle ass, smoking Aaron ass bitch. But so then Wale came in and he's just like, why is somebody freedom funny? I don't get the joke. And then all of a sudden that's when, I guess she got attacked from all over and she just couldn't handle it because Demi Lovato does not she likes playing the victim a lot. She didn't even apologize.
Who was on crack?
We ain't shit.
Hey man, these jokes gonna fly.
These jokes gonna fly. I don't care what's this joke. See, I don't like fuckery, but certain fuckery, I enjoy fuckery. I enjoy this fuckery. So everyone was getting at Demi Lovato. There's more?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, no more. Okay, so Wale, he said pretty much act right. What? That's not really funny. Demi Lovato got pissed off because Black Twitter was on her ass, and she deactivated. Oh my god, nigga!
One more.
What?
One more.
Ass, you son of a bitch. You piece of shit. You fucking goddamn fucker. Listen, fuckhead. You have fucking crossed the line. Get that through your goddamn fucking...
Why you got the Avengers shit?
That was pretty much how Black Twitter went at her.
Oh my god.
Just gunshot after gunshot. So they told her to shut the fuck up. And Demi Lovato just couldn't handle it no more, so she deactivated her Twitter. You saw another one? So don't play it.
Yeah,
she we had a show to do. She deactivated her Twitter.
Wait till it's done because this is the one that's gonna end it.
She deactivated her Twitter, and I was like, "Oh wow, Black Twitter got her off Instagram." So then Shade Room posted a screenshot of it, and Demi Lovato she couldn't say sorry. She had to get the last word. That's what some females like doing.
And she's doubling down.
And she said, "Wale just salty. I never replied to his desperate tweets years ago."
What kind of shit
I was like,
is that?
damn. And I followed Demi Lovato for a reason. Like one of my homegirls used to tell me about how she is, and I watched her documentary, and she was a bitch. She was like one of these basic ass broads that could never admit that she was wrong. So this is a classic example of playing a victim. All she had to do was apologize.
You know why I followed her?
Huh?
You know why I followed her?
Because she's fucking hot.
She got a fat ass.
She do got a fat ass.
That was it.
She do. I don't really care. I mean, she got a good voice, but she do got a fat ass.
Well, I miss her now that she's deactivated.
She'll be back.
No.
She'll be back on Twitter. They always come back. But Wale, see, this was the old Wale. Wale would have just cussed her out and said, "I'm gonna beat your ass." But this Wale,
Give me a hell yeah.
still, I ain't gonna disrespect you. Still praying for you, Demi. Glad you seen my old tweets. Hopefully, you seen the one providing comfort and prayer when you were down. I don't kick people when they're down. Go, Queen.
Round of applause for
Wale with
black masculinity.
Hey, man.
Not being so toxic, but being positive.
Right?
Yes.
Taking the high road on that shit.
Took the high road.
Yeah.
And and Demi she gonna be back on Twitter. She just,
Who didn't take the high road? The person that posted this.
Lay off the fucking map!
For those who are familiar, that is EDP.
lay out the fucking
Spokesman for the Eagles fan base.
Yeah, dirty motherfucker too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So 21 Savage, I really hope you're gonna come back. I know you're gonna come
We
back.
root for you.
Oh, we
Like,
root for you.
Them jokes had to fly. But,
And I hope you have a great sense of humor because that shit was funny. It still is, fucked up. Because I have a very fucked up sense of humor, and this is fucking hilarious. I hope you don't get deported. I don't think he's gonna get deported. He's gonna be back. But when you get out, make your motherfucking money.
But all it does is it tells me that everything was cool when it was all just East a knife. But as soon as he wants to start preaching that good word of financial literacy and getting folks out the hood,
It's East a knife.
yeah, now it's East a knife.
It's East a knife.
God.
Hey, he better milk this.
I just will never
Wow.
Is he gonna be another Harry
still
Potter?
hard as fuck to comprehend, bro.
Put this nigga in, make
He's
him
British.
the lead in a Harry Potter spinoff.
No, there's no more Harry Potter.
No, a Harry Potter
Fuck that.
spinoff.
No, not Harry Potter. Fucking Sherlock Holmes
Do something where he's in a movie.
in a European movie.
Yes.
He gonna make money. I bet you what. That's what he's thinking in his cell right now. The amount of money I'm gonna make all this shit with a bunch of water.
Oh my god.
Hey, legit waffles.
And waffles. He gonna make money off this shit. The most random rapper. This is like the most random hood rapper you can think of. It's like
that's the thing. Like to me, anyways, is the fact that he's so like ingrained in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like,
rapper. That's what I'm saying. This is like a plot point from Atlanta, like the show.
That's wild.
This is some shit Donald Glover would write, or Aaron Magruder.
I thought there was a Zone 6 in the UK.
Shit,
that's just insane.
Anyway, this whole incident kind of brought two female rappers together, kind of, for once against. I don't even want to say her fucking name. Let's call her Tammy.
That's
Tammy.
what we've been calling her.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say her real name. Fuck her. But she decided to say some bullshit, and I ain't gonna repeat it.
After, she is a fan of 21 Savage and kind of rode that bandwagon.
See, I always ignore that bitch because I've always said time and time again, she is a troller. She makes money off saying racist shit. She probably doesn't even mean this shit, but she just saying it just to rise up and get more money and retweets.
And culture effect.
Yeah, pretty much. She's like the young Ann Coulter. Anyway, Cardi replied and said, "Don't make me get my leash." Now this next one, I don't believe this because I know Nikki was probably just riding the wave. That's what she always does. But she says, Nikki replied back, and I was like, oh shit. Your obsession with our culture is scary to say the least. I hate giving you the attention you so desperately crave, laughing at people getting deported as if your ancestors discovered America. Are you Native American? You fucking clown. I'm like, okay, Nikki. But I don't believe that. I think she's just riding the wave. I don't believe anything Nicki Minaj does is genuine. Fuck her.
I don't care, man. What she said was on point.
I know, but fuck her. I ain't giving her no props.
I give her props on this.
Yep.
Nah, that's fake. I don't trust anything. I don't. Anyway,
when she fucks up again, then I'll call that out because I mean it is.
We about to come to the fuck ups.
That's what I'm saying
right now.
No, it is coming, and I will call that out. Go ahead.
Anyway,
go ahead.
Nah, but we say all that. Like again, before we leave this topic, 21 Savage, salute you. We thoughts and prayers. You're gonna get out. You make your fucking money. Cheerio. That's a musket. That's what they use out there. It's muskets.
Yeah.
Anyway, so back to Cardi, and I guess Cardi's back with Offset because they've been seen together. They were even at Super Bowl parties. That's all I got.
I mean, they're on the Rolling Loud Miami. They're on the same bill.
Oh
shit!
Performing the same night.
Yeah, they're together for the kid.
All right.
They're probably still fucking. I don't care.
Try to tell people, man. People don't want to listen.
Tell us what?
I wasn't talking about you.
I know, but what?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if all this was set up by Coach P.
Yeah, it probably was.
Or Coach K and Coach P.
Yeah.
But everybody puts what they would do.
They project
what they would do in a scenario that they absolutely know nothing about. So
yeah, that's why I don't care. But when it comes to Nikki,
you're gonna learn one of these days, motherfuckers. Y'all motherfuckers gonna learn one of these days.
They ain't gonna learn.
Maybe
they ain't gonna learn because if they learn, we won't have content. So
we'll have content.
Yeah. Anyway, Nikki and Cardi are gonna.
Ice keeps picking up these UK Zone 6 niggas. We will have content. And they ain't slowing down from the looks of it.
Man, if any of y'all mutual followers listen to this is just jokes, man. It's just jokes. I'm not gonna be surprised
if they go pick up Nelly next week. I don't know where Nelly could be from.
Yeah,
but any nigga that wears a Band-Aid on his face for no reason, that's a warning sign right there. And I love Nelly.
I guess people were saying, why don't they pick up Drake?
That nigga got dual citizenship.
Serious? You seriously? Yeah. They don't know where to send his ass.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to Nicki and Cardi. They're gonna be co-headlining the BET Experience this year, for the BET Awards. That's just kind of funny. Nicki gonna be one night, Cardi gonna be like I guess Cardi's gonna be on Friday and Nicki's gonna be on Saturday. And I'm like, see how that's gonna work out.
Lady Power.
And we'll see. They need to get together. I think because Nicki's she's desperate right now because she came back over this weekend. I didn't even know she was back. Like on Friday, she dropped a hard right video, and my timeline gave no fucks about it. Just me. I think I saw one post, and nobody cared.
I didn't know anything about it till Martin put it on his notes.
Did you watch it?
No. The only reason why I put it on the notes was because they who was it? KMEL actually pointed out that Nicki was shading Drake by having a scorpion that was torn into pieces.
Yeah, I saw the shade. I thought it was just from Queen Radio. It's the only reason why I knew Queen Radio was on.
So Queen Radio, she had Queen Radio, and I just found it. She dropped it on Saturday, which I find ironic because it was the day before the Super Bowl when Cardi's Pepsi commercial was going to air, and then and the week before the Grammys, and all of a sudden she wants to come back. Also, she's about to go back on tour, but she dropped 2 freestyles. I guess she rapped over Drip Too Hard, but she called it Barbie Drip. And then she put Barbie Going Bad, and when she's rapping over Meek and Drake's Going Bad. I listen to Barbie Drip, I don't care. But I listened to a snippet of Going Bad, and she was sending clear sub shots to Meek and Drake, because I guess they're cool now, and they're just, I don't know. I don't even remember the lyrics. I honestly don't care. She's talking about some shit about how she's getting blackballed now from the radio because no one's playing her shit. Nikki, no one's playing your shit because your shit's trash. I go to the bar, I don't hear, the only verse I hear from you is, what was the feature she did on YG?
Big Bang.
Big Bang, and maybe that one song from last year with fucking Yo Gotti. Rax. Other than that, that's it. Cardi got the crown right now. That's something you just got to deal with, baby girl. Yeah, back it up, and you gotta get over it. She gonna win them Grammys next week, and you got to deal with that too. That's all I got. Soulja Boy opening for her tour too.
Yeah.
And her albums.
It's not even Soulja Boy that I'm talking about. It's just
I don't care. I don't even know why
what Queen Radio possibly could have been, but then what it just ended up becoming ultimately.
And then I guess she announced another project.
Dropped, man.
She dropped.
I mean, look at Vince Staples, man. Every single week, consistently. Just doing what he gotta do.
Nicki's a bird. Nicki Minaj is a bird. Only birds listen to her. Only birds look up to her. She is a fucking bird, and a bird that knows how to rap.
I'm not even talking about birds, though. I'm just talking about an artist who, accomplishment-wise, doesn't have any of her accolades, and yet this nigga is on week in, week out, putting an hour worth of content of music that he enjoys from present, past.
See, all Nicki does,
playing a few commentary lines for laughter, even though we know Staples is dead ass serious.
Yeah,
and then that's that. But this whole thing is just,
I don't care.
She starts off with, "I'm pregnant." That's from what I was told.
Yeah,
and she's like, "I'm pregnant."
Oh, I'm just playing.
Like, I'm just playing, and I'm like,
why would you do that? See, Nicki, all she plays on
just play with something that serious. Like,
well, it's not even about playing with something that serious. It's like that's what you got to do to
get people's attention now.
Like,
right. Are we gonna talk about Game?
We talked about him last week.
No, but it kind of escalated now. Or did we mention it? Or Joe Budden's response or whatever? It doesn't even fucking matter because both Nicki and Game, they're just doing childish shit.
I left it off because Game's making me not even want to listen to the album when it comes out.
I don't even care.
Yeah, seriously.
Game I respect Game so musically he's one of the best rappers out, but this shit that he's doing with
I'm really looking at it like, damn, 50 was right about you.
Dead ass. I don't know what to say.
Like, I'm not even looking at it from anymore from the standpoint of that's 50's ego now. Like, I'm really looking at it from the standpoint of, yeah, I now believe 50's ego. Like, I did all this shit for you, and then it's now coming back on me. I'm like, I took 2 singles off my fucking album to make yours blow up.
Whatever.
This is the thanks I get?
Whatever.
Nah, fuck that.
Back to Nicki's dumbass. Your album. She said she's gonna have another. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, Dream Doll.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't know why we stayed on it. We stayed on too damn long. Dream Doll decided to randomly respond to Tory Lanez, which was the most random shit in the world. She destroyed his ass.
That shit was fire.
Hey, bro, I wouldn't call that shit random. You know what I mean? He dropped her name. That's open season, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, then jump the shark.
I'll whip your head, boy.
I'll whip your head, boy. And she got on your head. And she just tore Tory Lanez a new asshole. And Tory didn't even respond, which I thought was funny. It was like 2 minutes too, and there's nothing but bars.
He probably ain't got shit to say.
Hilarious.
Dick mouth.
Dick mouth.
Dick mouth is one of the greatest disses in 2019 so far.
Say that with a British accent.
We're gonna have a conversation within the coming weeks about ad libs. We
talked about that doing the whole Pusha shit.
We gonna go in depth with it. We need to talk about the art of the ad lib.
Shit.
Yeah. Speaking of a living ad lib, that's all 6ix9ine is a fucking ad lib when it comes to his music. But Tekashi 6ix9ine,
his career's over.
Oh, it's been over. He pleaded guilty on all 9 counts. Oh.
Hey man.
I mean, I wasn't. The documents show that he is cooperating with the FBI. Because if he didn't cooperate, he was facing 47 years. Now, I love doing math. I fucking hate math, but I like addition. So he is 22. If he was facing 47 years, you know what that adds up to? 69. He would have been 69 years old if he got out of jail, if he got the minimum sentence. That's the universe talking. I kept telling you motherfuckers, man, the universe was working overtime. What you put out in this world, you get back.
Busby, normally I would agree with you on that. I'm just curious though, because like, he's working with the FBI now.
No. I'm talking about if he didn't snitch. That's what he was facing.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right, I got you. But still, he's working with the FBI now.
So, yeah, he's probably gonna get like 10 years.
He's
probably gonna get like 10 years, maybe something even worse. I don't know.
It'd just be interesting. You know what I mean? How much does he actually get?
Can you imagine they sat him down and they sat him down and said, "This is what we have on your ass," and they showed him all that shit, and he is just like, "Yeah, I'll tell." And make matters worse, man, I guess allegedly they played a wiretap of Shotty trying, like, what's it called? Shotty talking to his baby mama or fucking his baby mama or some shit. And allegedly they played it, and he was just like, that's pretty much was like, well, shit, this is gonna be a fire ass movie, man. The 6ix9ine story.
Oh hell yeah.
All this happened in 1 year. This, man,
seriously,
this will be a fire ass, like, either biopic or movie. What do you think would be better?
I mean, a documentary would be nice.
Documentary would be nice, but a movie, this is some shit out of a fucking movie, man. I could.
It really is.
Well, another soundbite. How do you find these, JC?
I'm a music man.
I guess.
I brought that up because if I hear that on the wiretap, it ain't even snitching what I'm doing.
You telling the world, Craig.
Like, you might as well give me the microphone. I'm doing
a stand-up
Star Spangled Banner, the national anthem.
While taking
a knee. I'm doing the Negro national anthem.
Yes.
I'm calling out the starting lineups. I'm calling out bench players. I'm calling out the head coaches. I'm calling the game. I'm doing the post-game interviews. I'm doing the halftime show. I am talking the entire fucking time. Ain't no way in hell I'm going to get all them years for these niggas that tried to do me in and then was going to try to do my baby mama behind me.
Take his money and try to get his baby mama?
No. Hell no. To me, that ain't even snitching. At that point, niggas was looking out for their own, so guess what I'm going to do?
Took up my own. I remember when they brought him in the courtroom, he had his head down the entire time. Like, he knew it was over. And it's like, damn, all in 1 year. That's fucking... It's funny. I kind of looked at Everyday Struggle, and academics were still trying to fucking find a way to find excuses for it. And Wayno was just like, dude, no, he's talking.
Even now?
Academics is weird, man.
That's crazy, man.
Academics is fucking weird. He always tries to find ways to excuse the fuck. He's finding excuses for the fuck shit. Did the same shit when the Triple X's tapes came out, and he's doing the same shit for this nigga. Like, dude, this is... The universe is gonna get him next. I guarantee you. Something gonna happen to academics this year. I'm not gonna say he's gonna die, but something gonna happen when he gets his nigga wake up call. That's a promise. Yeah. But yeah, 6ix9ine, I don't know what to say. We warned you, stupid.
I mean, all that it says to me is that Jay-Z's the best rapper of all time because there's literally a bar for everything in life.
Oh yeah, especially on Dead Presidents 1,
sure.
the Rico line. Yeah, I know.
That's all it says to me. And I mean,
you gonna start snitching, ain't you?
Yeah. Sorry, I know you ain't built for this hustle.
You was never built for it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, this will be a great movie.
Jay-Z's in line with The Office as The Office is easily has the most replay value of any TV show I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. Breaking Bad too.
No, I'm talking about you having a rough day.
Oh yeah, just turn on The Office. Any episode.
2 episodes of The Office.
Right.
You feeling real good about yourself? A couple episodes of The Office.
Oh yeah.
You trying to get down with your girl? If you got a girl that watches The Office, ooh, she in there like swimmer, and you getting 4 episodes.
How do we go from 6ix9ine to Jay-Z to The Office?
I'm just saying. I thought we was off 6ix9ine. I was just at that point.
Jay-Z.
I was comparing shit that stands the test of time.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, The Office.
I get it, but we off. Yeah, well, whatever. Killer Mike. He was on the Breakfast Club. Yeah.
It's a great interview.
I didn't watch the interview.
Real good interview. It's an hour long too.
I might watch it later, but I watched his trigger warning shit, and there was one episode that really just it didn't sit well. I could like the first one when the whole African shit when he's trying like doing everything black. That was cool. I like that one. It was the second episode when it was fuck school, when he was talking about the schooling public system. The public school system was just wrong and kids are learning the wrong shit. So when he's talking to the kids and he's asking them like, oh, so what do y'all want to be when y'all grow up? And I understand it's satire. He has a dark sense of humor. I get it. But one of these, a small black kid raised his hand. He's probably like in first, second grade or whatever. It was a kindergarten or second grade. It don't matter. It was one of them years. And he said he wanted to be president. So then Killer Mike just goes and says, well, your problem right now is that you guys are having your dreams way too high right now. Your dreams are way too high. And he looked a little black kid right in his eyes and said, you will never be president. And he had this shocked look on his face. Like he told him, like he was just so shocked. He pretty much shattered his dreams. And I literally, it was an instinct. I heard that. I was like, man, fuck you, nigga.
So like, humor ain't as dark as you claimed it to be just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, man.
No.
That's pretty fucking dark humor. Like, I mean, I understand.
No, but he meant that shit. No, but I think he meant that shit. He meant that from the bottom of his heart. He meant that. And then he was talking to the principal. The principal said, you can't really say that because Obama was
The interaction with the principal was fucking hilarious. I don't care what nobody said.
And he was like...
When he brought up, no, he's biracial. Yeah, but they would still say he's black. Oh, of course they would say he's black. Especially when they put a bullet in his black ass. And she just stared at him like...
She was like, really, bruh? No, she gave that look like, really, bruh?
Like, that shit was funny.
I can understand it.
That shit was hilarious.
I can understand that one. I chuckled at that part. But I was just like, I was at the point when you're trying to tell kids, like, you're trying to shatter their dreams. I guess it was that Will Smith Pursuit of Happiness shit came in my mind. Or back to wrestling, what Daniel Bryan said when he said, fight for your dreams until your dreams fight for you. And I'm like, it was just, if I was there, I was just thinking, if I was there, I would have told Killer Mike's ass flat out, oh, so did you want to be a rapper? Like, did you go up to be a rapper? Why can't I be president when you were a strong proponent for Bernie Sanders?
If you actually saw the interview today, he would have told you no. I was a cocaine dealer when I was 12 or 13 years old.
I was just thinking that.
And that was
cocaine? Okay.
And then he said, and that was the problem. Because then he also said later, he said, I asked my son who's getting ready for college, what you want to do? Because he was a great football player, but, he's got a health issue where he can't play no more. Mm-hmm. And so he was saying, he's talking about his older sister, how she's getting ready to go. And he's like, well, college is for her, but, I don't even know if it's necessarily for me. I just want to do something where I can probably just go to trade school because I'm trying to make $1 million faster than you made $1 million. He goes, at that right there, almost made me shed a tear because when I was his age, I was selling cocaine. No child should be selling cocaine.
I understand, but you also should never tell a child that your dreams you're aiming your dreams too fucking high.
Rightfully so. However, the way I interpreted it was the same way when you tell these kids, okay, don't put all your eggs in the basket trying to be an NBA player because here are the statistics.
So? I'll say so, I'm gonna make it. Whether you fucking like it or not. But that's pretty much how I looked at it.
We're talking about statistics again.
You're telling a kid that.
Again, it's rough, but that was the whole point of
I get it.
The show, which was
I get
satire in it. But in retrospect, you got to break this shit down to the kids. Don't put all your eggs trying to go to the NBA. Have some other value to yourself. Because if you don't make it and you're locked up in the NBA, guess what you gonna be?
Now if he would have said that shit instead of don't aim to be a president, be a carpenter. He told him that was the exact thing he said after that. Be a carpenter. Let me bring this guy in and show you how to do some carpenting or be a plumber. That's what I was like, dude.
But you caught what he was saying though, right?
What?
Do that and then own your own business because then you're going to be in demand.
They're fucking kids. I know what he was trying to do.
But that's just a testament to maybe your humor's not as dark as you claim.
Oh no, my shit can be dark. But when
I completely got it from it's a fucking reality show, so it's gonna have a script from beginning to end.
I get it, but when you tell, I'm just saying, to me, it triggered. No pun intended. When you try to tell a child, fuck your dreams. That's when I was like, what, nigga, fuck you. That's pretty much how I looked at it. Everything else, it was like hit or miss, because that's when I started looking at it and he came off as a narcissistic prick. And there were other parts too, it was just like it seemed too scripted and it just wasn't really that funny no more. Except the racial shit. The racial, what's it called? The We Are the World rap shit they did. That shit was funny with the whole Trump supporter. Who said nigger. Hello.
White nigger.
White nigger.
The whole crowd was just like.
I just laughed. That made me laugh. Other than that, I was just.
But see that. But that's my thing.
made me laugh.
Your humor was laughing at that. Somebody else could have been like, "That's the most fucking."
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But again,
Exactly.
It just all falls down to that was just the plot of the show. And it's either you gonna take it or you gonna.
Yeah, but it was just.
But don't allow yourself to be
kids.
triggered when that was the whole point of.
But the thing was, he meant because then I remembered the NRA shit. You remember that shit? Yeah. When he did the whole NRA and then when the kids were doing all that protesting for gun control, he goes on the NRA interview and said, "Oh, we are a gun-loving family, and if my kids went out there protesting..."
But we already talked about that, though.
I know, I'm trying to make a point. The point I'm trying to say is that he said that type of shit, and then he goes out, and then he comes off as a fucking narcissistic asshole.
See, Killer Mike to me...
I get it. He's a great rapper. I understand
It's not even
that.
about him being a rapper. Killer Mike could definitely be wrong because there's a lot I disagree with him. However, I'd rather disagree with a motherfucker who is well educated and knows what the fuck he's talking about that just comes off completely harsh than having some motherfucker just spit shit out his ass and then everybody buys into it because he's a popular figure but he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Sometimes he spits shit out of his ass.
Because the interview that he gave with the Breakfast Club was amazing. He's talking about his grandfather. They lived in a community where his grandfather had to quit school when he was in 3rd grade. And then he became a sharecropper and he owned his own farm and him and his grandma then turned it into all these different companies and properties and they owned all this land.
That's all.
So as him growing up, he was taught from a very young age, don't be dependent on anybody. So again, it comes off dark to when you're saying to kids, don't do this or whatever. And I get it because you definitely don't want to tell a kid that. However, on the flip side, you do want to communicate to a child, look, you definitely want to be in business for yourself. You don't want to be waiting on a paycheck from some other man who could easily take that paycheck away from you and you have nothing.
On the other hand,
that's somebody I would rather want to have a conversation with because he definitely gets it and he knows how to reach. It's just the way he delivers it is controversial. I get that.
On the other hand, he was a Bernie supporter and he also said he didn't vote. So
Colin Kaepernick didn't vote.
Yeah, and I look at him the same. I still look at him the same fucking way. I was just
gonna mention Colin Kaepernick because what you were saying is like working for someone and them being able to take away. Look at Cap. You know what I'm saying? Like
I get it. Yeah, the same way I gave him the same look. I give everyone the side eye. He did, and then he was wondering, "Oh, I'm not gonna vote." Whatever the case, Killer Mike is one of them woke niggas that sometimes just needs to shut the fuck up. But that's just me.
But had you watched the interview?
I probably still feel the same way.
No. Had you watched this interview when they got into the private school, public school debate, I was actually very intrigued with it because sitting at the table, I think I'm the only one that's been in both. Because I was in public school up until I went to high school, and then all my high school was in private school.
Right.
So I was actually seeing both arguments completely from Killer Mike and DJ Envy. And in actuality, when they realized at the end, they were both saying the same things. They were just saying it in completely different ways because Envy's take on it was, well, I have a situation where my public school system likely isn't the best. Teachers aren't coming in giving their best effort. Books aren't all there. I could send my kids to a private school. They're going to have these opportunities because I didn't even know DJ Envy went to a private school. He went to a private school. He was raised in Florida. That's how he credits that to how he's now in real estate. Because he was blessed with opportunities being in high school, they opened up doors. Where Killer Mike came in, where I 100% agreed with him, it just, again, they were saying the same thing just differently.
Right.
Was that Killer Mike's coming from a community where the school name was Frederick E. Douglass, named after pretty much the Barack Obama of his time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Martin Luther King, I think, went to Booker T. Washington. So you have all these public schools where they're named after affluent African Americans, and you got somebody, and then he said it best. He said, "I dare somebody to tell me they knew somebody smarter than Martin Luther King, who went to these public schools." So it was saying, if you can't tell a kid that, well, private school is your only way because you ain't shit otherwise by being in this public school, because you have to invest in the public schools because we're already investing in it. My tax money's already going to the school, but if they ain't doing shit in the school, what the fuck they doing with my money then? So. The point of it, again, they were saying the same thing. When I was actually breaking it down to it, he said something that stuck with me, and it was actually my process, which was he didn't believe that anybody from the black community should even think about private school until they're 13, which meant 8th grade or high school level. That was the exact time frame when I transitioned from public school to high school. So I started thinking about it. Okay, how would things have possibly been different if I would have went to a private school even younger moving forward? I 100% agree with Killer Mike from that aspect. I was involved with a lot of shit that I probably would have never been involved with because those outlets within my community just weren't there in a private school community growing up. By the time I got to a private school, I had self-worth of who I was. I was a black kid. I had pride in being black. And he was saying you don't want to send kids to... It's not about not sending them to private school. It's about sending them to an environment where it's going to be detrimental to who they are as far as self-pride.
Yeah.
So if you send them to this school and all these kids are saying, well, your skin is poo, how the fuck's that going to help their self-confidence going up?
See, I remember back then my mom tried to send me to private school where we just really couldn't do it and shit like that. So my experience is just blah.
Yeah, and I was on financial aid. Like, my mom paid the bare minimum for me to go. So I was on work study.
Yeah.
But I would definitely say my 4 years at Bellarmine, I've always said this, I would never trade my 4 years there for anything. Because there it enhanced what I had already knew. Because our tagline, or just our saying there, is men for others. Going that extra mile, doing what you got to do for your fellow man. So my community service got completely enhanced to the point where I think I graduated with the 5th highest in my class with over 300 hours of community service.
Oh, smart motherfucker.
And I was average in the classroom because I was a procrastinator. I would wait till fucking 2 a.m. to do my 5-page paper, get a B- on it, and be like, my teacher looking at me like, you know, you could have did this shit last week, and I would have given you an A had you just did the rough draft. Yeah, I know.
But bitches.
Yeah. And boondocks. Bitches, boondocks, and the basketball.
You feel me?
But no, it was that was actually one of those ones where I would actually recommend anybody to go back and watch that. Because that was a great ass interview that they did.
I'll probably watch it later. But like I said,
I'll check it out.
Like I said, no, you won't.
No, that shit I actually do. I watch a lot of interviews.
Same here. But like I said, that whole shit when he said "fuck your dreams," I was like, nah. The whole world.
Again, his delivery is very.
He needs to work on that.
His delivery's in your face.
Yeah.
But I just remember the shit he did. He did apologize for that, but I call that like a half-ass apology. And when you just didn't vote and you on the wrong side of history, all right, bro. Anyway, who's on the wrong side of history? Yeah, Blueface is dumbass. This is taking 6ix9ine spot. 6ix9ine. Yeah, so he was on the Breakfast Club. And yeah, the exact shit Joe Budden was trying to tell iLLogical a few years ago now came back in Blueface's face. And he told them he doesn't know his contract situation. He's supposedly with Cash Money West, and which is Whack 100 and Birdman, but other than
that, clearly be a subsidiary of Cash Money. But he didn't even know that. He just I just know I'm Cash Money West.
Do you see that dude's cover arts? You can tell he doesn't even know. His cover arts are trash. He's getting all this notoriety. He's getting look. I'm telling you,
I'm about to look it up right now.
His cover arts for his singles and mixtapes.
Well, a lot of these street niggas cover arts are like that.
Nah, man. Some of these street niggas, they have better cover art than that nigga. Man, I've seen from experience.
My cover art's better than this shit.
I'm telling you. So yeah, I could tell he doesn't even care. So yeah, of course he ain't gonna look at a damn contract.
The nigga just started rapping like 3 years ago.
He started rapping in 2017.
Oh, no, famous Crip looks kind of tight. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he probably paid $50 for that. Yeah, but
the other ones are trash.
Super trash. But yeah, he said that, and then he said some other shit. Damn, I lost my train of thought looking at that trash shit. Oh, it don't matter. I guess I know some strippers were pissed off at his ass for throwing money. Dance. Oh yeah, I did that at the bar the other night. That shit was kind of raw.
At the bar, I've been doing that shit since since Up was out.
I thought it was this shit.
No, it's when you you dip.
Yeah, seriously.
Dip up.
Yeah, well, whatever. Yeah,
I went back and watched the Up video. Because I just wanted to make sure. I was like, I know what I was doing, but let me just make sure. And then Rossi's ass popped up, and I was like, oh shit, it's Rossi.
Yeah, claims. Did you watch the interview for Blueface?
Yeah.
How was that? How did he sound? He sound stupid?
No, he just sounded like a
young nigga. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. He started rapping in 2017. That's when he started rapping. Mm-hmm. And now he's gonna get a feature from Drake and all this other notoriety, and people think he's the next big thing.
Again, like I said,
niggas are fucking idiots.
Again, he's not for me, but I respect his hustle because.
Oh no, definitely.
40,
I do.
40 saw something in him.
Yeah.
40 just did a record with him.
Yeah.
I was working with a bunch of niggas that we respect, so they clearly see something in him. They
see the wave of stupid motherfuckers that's gonna get them money. Well, in the words of OG,
it depends on who you're talking about, because I don't think E40 is a wave chaser. I think E40 is somebody who invests in people who invest in themselves.
Yeah,
and he probably saw something.
He saw money. Yeah, he saw money. That's what I meant to say. He saw money. But yeah, OG and words OG Mac, niggas are idiots and idiots give money. So fuck it, ride that wave. But he got arrested on gun possession.
That might add a few thousand.
You know, someone pointed out something. You know what? You know what? Someone pointed out about academics. Everyone that all the main rappers that he kind of associates himself with, some fuck shit starts happening. Triple X.
I don't need nobody to point that out.
I'm gonna lay it out. Triple X dead. Tekashi 6ix9ine in jail. He has a series with 21 Savage. Look what happened with 21 Savage. And now he was hella cool with Blueface, and he's kind of being BFF with him. And look what happened. He got arrested. Stay away from academics, you stupid ass niggas.
Academics is to the wave what Drake is to sports betting.
yeah, man. He's like the Drake curse is real, people. Real than the Madden curse. Shit.
But everybody brought up how he was wearing a Rams jacket. It wasn't. They photoshopped that shit. It was a Rap-A-Lot jacket.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well,
they showed the original picture of him throughout the night. That just clearly said Rap-A-Lot Records.
Damn. He had to ruin it, huh?
Damn it.
That's why I didn't jump in on those jokes.
I don't know what to believe, man.
But
first,
I went back to
Savage is fucking British, now this shit.
I went back to the original jacket when he had the 4.
Yeah.
The Rams were on top. It still fits.
But it was still going up, though.
Yeah, but all I took from that was
who's
Rams
the home team
Patriots.
going to the Super Bowl? Who's the home team?
Going into the Super Bowl?
Yeah. The Rams or was it the Patriots?
I think it was the Rams.
Oh, so, yeah. Well, shit. Oh, well. So, in other news that happened, how you say this? Meanwhile, back in the ghetto, back in frozen-ass Chicago, Jesse's, how do you say? Smollett. Like a mullet. Smollett. Yeah. That sounds British. So, God. I don't know how to take this story. I'm still kind of, I don't want to come off
now
more
that I had a week to process
as more insensitive. Oh, yeah, me too. So, pretty much what happened, the story came out that he got his ass whooped by some racist ass people.
Fuck that. A report came out saying that these 2 white men in MAGA hats ran up and called him a nigger.
I thought they had ski masks on. They had
whatever they were saying. They were screaming MAGA.
Yeah, this is a MAGA country. Don't you?
They called him a nigger. They called him a faggot, and they put a noose around his neck.
Yeah, so when I heard that story, I was like, damn, that's crazy. And then I was really thinking, I was like, damn, these racist ass motherfuckers, they're getting brave. But then I really, really thought about it. I was like, so this was, my mom was telling you, this was at 2 a.m. Hold up, it was at 2 a.m? And they knew who he was?
Yeah.
And I'm like, hold up, I don't feel no Trump supporters watch Empire. Shit, I don't even watch Empire. And I don't even think they know who he is. So I was kind of just like shit wasn't adding up to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was like, I don't know. I was telling my mom, shit ain't adding up. So you tell me these MAGA supporters they saw he got set up. So he was walking in the daylight, and you telling me these MAGA supporters were just chilling in their car on some Batman shit, waiting for him to come out? Shit ain't adding up, B. So then, when more stories kept coming out saying they couldn't find the fucking, they couldn't see no evidence, they didn't find no video, no nothing of it yet, I was thinking, so they can't find no footage. And then all they found was, what's it called? All they have was a person of interest.
They had like 2 people of interest where they were walking around the corner or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't have actual footage of the actual incident, but it was more so footage of 2 peoples of interest as they're around the vicinity.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know what. So I was like, shit ain't making sense. And then more shit started processing, and I started kicking back, and I was thinking to myself, you know what? Did this nigga get caught up for some shit and he got his ass whooped? Like he was in a fucking gay club or some shit like that, trying to holler at somebody and then got his ass whooped and they were trying to save face?
You can tiptoe around the shit all you want. I've had a week to think about this shit.
I'm not tiptoeing around it.
And that's exactly what I thought now that I've had a week around it. He went to a place where nobody would question it.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody's going to question anything racial, let alone racial and homophobic.
Yeah.
Nobody going to question that. We rocking with that.
Did he go try to buy some dick?
To this day.
Pause. Like we rocking with that.
To this day.
But did he go to buy some dick?
No. I don't know. I don't care.
Me neither.
But as the story progresses, then you got Taraji P. Henson making a comment on Instagram or
I don't
something.
know,
somewhere. But then it's like, go stream his music.
And then fucking, what's his name? Who's the director of the show? Lee Daniels. I remember he posted and deleted a picture of him FaceTiming him, and then posted and then deleted it. And I'm going like, huh.
Right. So what I'm thinking happened is he was definitely out here creeping around with somebody he shouldn't have been creeping around with. Mm-hmm. They caught him and they beat his ass to save face because he didn't want that made public. And it could be, and a lot of people say, well, why would you go to that extent? It could be a million reasons why. Like, I don't put anything past Hollywood.
Me neither.
I've seen it happen before.
This is crazy. So now,
And I'm saying this hoping that I'm wrong. But
I hope I'm wrong
as
too.
the week has gone by and nothing has cleared up
footage
to
has come
support
out.
anything he said, but it's now starting to clear the wind to look at the opposite perspective. Mm-hmm. I'm calling it for what I believe and from what I'm seeing now. He got caught up fucking around with somebody else's man.
Got caught butt fucking.
I wouldn't even say all that.
Come on, man.
I wouldn't even say all that. I figured he was just associating with the wrong person that he shouldn't have been associating with from a relationship
And you trying to
standpoint.
tell me these MAGA supporters were chilling at 2 a.m. in Chicago during that big ass polar vortex bullshit when it was like 35 below zero? You really they were waiting out there for him and beat his ass and put bleach all over him and a noose? See,
yo, if they was waiting around for that, I gotta holler at them. I gotta know what's in their skin.
That's just shit.
Because if the hate is that strong where they can morph off a fucking typhoon,
like seriously,
look, man, I'm not MAGA,
but man,
I might just buy a red hat. It'll be blank.
Hey.
It'll be blank. But if it gives my skin that kind of power in the fucking wind,
shit. I'm serious. This is like you telling me, and then there's no footage because they said the Chicago PD looked for hours of footage, and then the strong support of black people like, oh, these are the same people who fucking covered their ass when they shot a black kid, and I'm going like, this nigga's not high profile like that though. He's not. It was like, it's not that serious.
And then the ransom note.
Yeah.
Like.
The FBI, they said
they did that shit like it was Looney Tunes.
Yeah, it's like
the cutout of the magazine.
Yeah,
it's like some old Batman shit.
Yeah,
some Joker shit.
Yeah, the Riddler,
fucking paper mache and second grade type shit.
Now here's a faggot that did this.
Oh my.
Now here's a guy that should have known that he was fucking the wrong man. I mean, you can't just go into the club and grind on somebody when you clearly have your main piece at home. Talk about the wrong, indifferent situation to get yourself into. I tell you, if this was Tom Brady, he wouldn't get himself in that situation.
Just stop.
I am so off you right now, man.
But if you want to hear a story, let me tell you about Brett Favre.
Oh, that nigga on his nuts. Anyway, like I was saying, and then after that, to put matters worse, he makes an appearance at some performance or whatever, and then he said, "Yeah, I'm strong. You can't break me down." And then he called himself the gay Tupac and put his fist in the air. And I was like, "Wait a minute."
He came to bring the pain. Yeah.
No pun intended.
Hardcore to the brain. Pun intended.
He intended that pun.
Now, I don't put it past these MAGA motherfuckers, but then I'm really thinking, I'm thinking they stupid. And I know they stupid. But they ain't that stupid. like, I know they stupid. I mean, they shot up motherfuckers and other shit. But
like, I mean, come on, bro. How much stupider can you get?
You can't just say this is a MAGA. It was like so on the nose.
I will say this, and correct me if I'm wrong, but in my observation of hardcore with the shits MAGA writers, they want their shit seen by the public.
They want everyone to see. But this is
correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of the shit we've heard of violent acts, they've done that shit in broad daylight. Or they've done it in mass public.
Like Ho-Ass is he's made these motherfuckers super brave. Like they don't care they're on camera or anything. They made them super brave. So just a beat, because they would have filmed it themselves.
Yeah.
It's just so random, and it's like I don't believe this shit. It's too on the nose. It's too obvious.
If footage comes out that I'm 100%, I'll be back on this.
Same here.
Next episode
Same
that
here.
comes, I'll apologize.
But as of right now, we are right into you prove us wrong.
It's been a week. It's in a day and age
Don't use
where
that against us, man.
No, me and JC, not you.
I was just saying,
me and JC and I are right until you prove us wrong.
I'm just like, I'll let this play out, man. I don't trust.
Don't you think footage would have came out?
But what I'm saying is,
I mean, I get it.
In an era where we can see footage like that. It's not that hard to find.
TMZ would have had that footage.
And then it was in Chicago, so I'm assuming they did have surveillance cameras like everywhere.
Right.
Like that's kind of normal for a big city.
This nigga lying. This nigga's lying,
strange, man. Like,
and now the FBI, now they're saying the FBI is looking at the report now, and man, they're too busy trying to get whole ass. They're gonna try to wipe this shit off, hopefully, because then if it comes out that this nigga lying and they made it up, oh boy, I still ain't gonna watch Empire. No, I'm good. That show fell off after the first season.
You know what else I was thinking?
I never watched it.
Malik Yoba probably read that shit. Was like, I'm glad I left to go do this reboot of New York Undercover.
They're doing a reboot of New York Undercover?
Yep.
What station?
I don't know, but
should be on Fox.
Malik Yoba.
FX. It should be on FX.
And I don't think the reboot's gonna be great, but in this instance, I think Malik Yoba.
How many seasons are they on?
You made the right move.
Yeah.
How many seasons? They're like on 4 seasons
of Empire.
Yeah.
Stop watching that.
I know about how many seasons.
The first season 1.
I know, but how many seasons are they on now?
I have no idea. I can't tell you anything about Empire.
No
Other than Chris Rock was in the first episode of season 2, and then P.D. Pablo made an appearance as a random jailer in that episode, from what I was told.
Chris Rock was in an episode. He was trying to be a gangster and got fucking beat up in there. I don't know. Empire to the death. To the death.
To this
Not to the
day.
day. To this
day. To this day.
And all I know is Game of Thrones is coming back, so all that other noise, I can give a fuck. Anyway, even though the Super Bowl was lackluster like a motherfucker, NBA showed why they're the kings of this sport and shit. When it comes to stories and shit, storylines. Oh, man. Oh, Martine, you gotta be happy with this.
Load management, my nigga.
So your boy LeBron.
Load fucking management.
Load management.
What the fuck is load management? Load management. What is it? What's load management? LeBron. Explain that.
You said Lord management. I was gonna say this has 21 Savage. 21?
21?
It's a knife.
It's a knife.
God, man.
Load management. That because to back up a bit.
Yeah. So let me as a Lakers fan take it.
Yeah, you're the fan.
Yeah, man.
Y'all the fans.
Yeah. We knew that.
Well, you try to explain this shit because
I don't even think he
I'm gonna make a
can.
long story short.
Brown didn't feel like playing.
Saturday schedule was a headliner for all intents and purposes.
Right.
Lakers versus the Warriors in Oakland.
And LeBron came back.
LeBron came back this past Thursday against Clippers. It was an overtime game. They won.
I was like, okay.
I had an idea that maybe he possibly could sit out because overtime, it's your first game back, 5 weeks,
Yeah.
even though I still believe he could have been back after the second week. But who am I to say? I'm not there. Whatever.
Yeah.
So I actually built my day around this.
Same here. I got off
Built
work.
my work
Me too.
schedule.
I'm gonna get off
Took
work.
my break schedule.
I'll be back by the 4th, maybe.
Right. About an hour before, LeBron is out. Okay, LeBron's out. All right, this sucks. They're gonna rest him. Whatever. Then the reason comes out. Load management. And I'm looking at my screen like, what the fuck is load management?
I looked at that
are
on
they
my
talking
screen
about?
and said,
I
what
looked
the
at it.
fuck? Like, what the fuck is load management?
I looked at it like this is the first time I've ever seen this shit.
I tried to look it
And we're
up.
watching
Like,
basketball.
my thought then went to, what, him and Savannah put a hold on working on child number 4 and he's back
Holding
up.
his load.
Like,
Yeah. Well,
like I had to go there to because I'm trying to figure out what the
I asked
Yeah.
Siri. I asked
No, for
Siri
sure.
what load management, and
Some-
even Siri couldn't figure it
some
out.
woman, I think it was a porn star or ex-porn star.
Oh shit!
She was like, load management is when you take it out and slap it on her butt so you can go back for more.
Okay.
And I was like, bravo to you, man.
Yep.
That's the best explanation for load management I've found this whole entire time because I still don't know what the hell it is.
Serious.
So I'm gonna rock with her
And
definition.
LeBron still hasn't even defined it either. He's too busy tweeting about the damn Super Bowl. So because I'm watching this shit and I'm going like I'm like you telling me I was like, well, there's no reason to watch the game now. That's how I looked at it. I was like, I was gonna watch it just to see what LeBron gonna do. Now he just wants to take the day off, and I was like, that's some whole shit. And then you agreed with me, and I'm like, that's not no Kobe wouldn't have did that. I'm not even a Laker fan, but I know what Kobe represents to y'all. I know what he represents as a player.
You just can't come out and talk about load management to a fan base where we saw a man tear his fucking Achilles up, come back on the court and shoot 2 free throws albeit he hobbled off, but he didn't have any help walking off the court afterwards.
Yeah,
you can't tell this to a fan base where we saw a man literally fuck his finger up, run to the sideline, and then Gary Vitti literally take his finger, pop that shit back in, and he runs back in the game, not missing any time.
And
you can't tell this to a fan base where this man literally had said finger fucked up throughout the offseason to the point where the entire season he then tapes the finger to his middle finger of his shooting hand and then went to the gym for hours in on hours out to relearn how to shoot with his finger like that.
Kobe
you can't tell it to a fan base like that. We're not going to look at load management the same exact way. Like, if you're out, that means you have done everything possible to get your ass on the court, and it just didn't work.
Yep.
And again, had they just said, if the team just came out and said, look, we know he can play, but this was his first game back. We went to overtime. We're not going to take any chances. We're keeping his ass out. Yeah. I'd have been upset, but I'd have been like, you know what? I guess you got to do what you got to do.
But to say
load management in a time where you're talking about gutting our entire team to get one player. Load management to me is telling me you're sitting with Magic and Rob, and you're trying to figure out ways to make this shit work with Anthony Davis.
While your team gets massacred.
And they weren't even getting massacred.
Not massacred,
down
but
by 14. Then the second half they came in, did a fucking 12 or 14-0 run, and we were up by 10.
But then lost.
We had lost the steam because we didn't have anybody to close.
That's some whole shit. He abandoned you niggas. He abandoned you guys. That's what he did. Kobe wouldn't have did that to y'all. Like, that's why I keep saying. I keep going back to that. Kobe would never did that shit. Jordan would have never did that shit.
Well, Kobe wouldn't have done it unless it was
absolutely necessary. But this is a necessary. You think he would have did that just to get? Say Shaq wasn't on the team. You think he would have did all that just to get Shaq or Dwight or Band 12 or Dwight Howard? Just pretend like if Dwight Howard was still good.
No, hell no. He would have done it. He would have went out there and took all their shots.
Yeah.
Seriously. That's how he would have gotten rid of him. I mean, he would have said, if you're not going to shoot, give me the ball. I'll take your shots. That's how he got rid of Kwame Brown.
So then during the Super Bowl, Braun was just tweeting his life away while all these rumors impending about the Lakers and shit. He's just tweeting freely about the Super Bowl, and I'm looking and I'm just like,
I wasn't mad at that.
No, but I'm gonna say what I said. I'm gonna say what I know, but I was going like, if I was a Laker fan, I'd be low key. I didn't say mad, irritated that you here tweeting about the damn Super Bowl. But
I was upset at what he tweeted until I saw it from a different perspective today. And I was like, wait a minute.
I'm trying to prove a point.
Well, no, I know you were trying to prove
I'm trying to say something about what you were telling me about Laker fans and Braun sexuals.
Right. You could get to that, but to clear it up, what I was going to say was that, again, I saw it from a different perspective. Now you can finish, and then I'll see what the perspective was.
So I was just saying, it's just fucked up that all this shit's going down. Because I'm thinking, Kobe wouldn't have did this shit. And then all of a sudden, I'm just saying, like, I'll be irritated when you got massacred by the fucking Warriors and your team is imploding within itself. And then all the fucking fans alike came at me. But then I started noticing something. These is what y'all called the Braun sexuals. The LeBron stand base. Because I was looking and I was seeing like what their headers were. It was just nothing but LeBron. LeBron's the greatest player of all time. That's what their buyer was saying. And I'm just like, huh. And then I was starting to notice it was only from the LeBron side. Laker fans were agreeing with me. And I was just like, wow, this is what JC was talking about. Huh. I was like, okay. It was just like, this is what they're talking about. Because LeBron fans were getting on my ass. One dude was all going like, oh, you're an MJ stan. Well, Jordan fucking gambled during the finals and went out and played for the finals. And I'm going like, MJ stan? And I was thinking about it. What the fuck you mean? I'm not a Jordan stan. And I looked at my bio and said MJ stan. And they were thinking, Jordan. I'm like, oh, you think I'm a Michael Jordan stan? Come on now. Come on. Should
have put a GIF of Michael Jackson so that way they would have got it.
But you
can't tell a bot that come on, they're not gonna get it. But the point I was bringing up was that I wasn't upset that he was tweeting. It's the fucking Super Bowl. Everybody's going to tweet.
Yeah, I mean,
I was just upset at what he said. Yeah, I was upset at what he said.
That's what I was getting at. That's what I meant.
Until I realized why he said it. He was calling the fucking NFL boring. He's been bad about them in the NFL for how long now?
Yeah.
With the shot. He called them fucking slave masters. So he was using that when he was talking about the rumors. What he was saying was, I'd rather hear about rumors than watch this bullshit ass game. So when I started seeing it from that perspective, I was like, damn, bad timing. Maybe I was just upset, still trying to read load management.
No,
but no, I actually get it now. So I'm not I'm not even mad at the tweets now.
Yeah,
because now that I've seen it from a different perspective, now I know what he's talking about.
That shit never bugged me at all, dog. I mean, because you got to remember, he's still a person at the end of the day. So
they're on the road too. That's
I get it. I get it.
For the listeners who don't know this time of frame for Lakers and Clippers fans, because the Grammys are, except for last year, because it's always at Staples Center, it's this time frame where each team goes on like a 6 or 7 game road trip.
Yeah. So
they're not even at home for like the next 10 to 14 days.
Yeah.
So they're on the road. Why the fuck would I expect him to be asleep on the fucking road, not watching the biggest, one of the biggest events of the year?
I get it, but I'm saying when your team is going through this much disarray right now, and then you're tweeting, I'm just saying from the outside looking in, it's just like, you're tweeting all that shit, all these rumors about you giving up the whole barn. You're giving up the whole barn and shit like that.
But even then, it's the Super Bowl. So at that point, I don't... Had he tweeted during like a Pro Bowl, sure, why not? Yeah, it's the fucking Super Bowl. What do you want from him?
I get it. I guess I get it, but it's just like I'm looking at it from a leader perspective, just like as I guess Mamba mentality. But that's just me. LeBron ain't built like that. Obviously,
definitely not.
But I'm not gonna hold that tweet against him now that I've seen it from a different perspective. Yeah, it's all about perspectives.
Yeah, well,
yeah. The tweets, like I said, that shit that's minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, whatever the case, that's when shit started getting weird after the Super Bowl. When all of a sudden rumors just started flying out the ass.
Nope, shit got weird right when fucking Porzingis. That motherfucker left the goddamn office of the Knicks saying, I don't want to be here, and literally in 30 minutes, that nigga was
an hour.
I did not.
In an hour.
I've never seen that before.
In an hour.
I don't want to be here. Hey, don't worry about it. Hey, go get your ass a flight. You out.
You to the Mavericks.
It's a fucking dangerous ass squad now.
Yep, they are.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Kind of?
Yeah.
Shit. I have Luka, and he's set up with Porzingis when he gets back next year.
Yeah.
When Tim Hardaway Jr. is your third or fourth option, he's very scary.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
He's very scary. I don't know how many Knicks games you watched this year, because I don't know if you directly have League Pass or even look at Knicks games.
I stream everything, dog.
I've caught 6 Knicks games. Each one of those, that motherfucker scored over 20 points. And he did it in a way where it was like, that nigga got 20 points. The fuck that happened?
Yeah.
So imagine now you're not even the focal point of the offense, and you could easily get that.
I get you.
Yeah.
Knicks fan, but it was just...
I totally understand.
But it was just funny looking on the timeline, seeing all the Knicks fans just in pain. I just love watching that shit. Just Knicks fans, they always go through so much.
Knicks Twitter was a shambles.
Oh my god, it was hilarious. It was funny. That was funny watching all that shit.
Yeah. Because, no, it was funny because just the day before, they were like, well, what can we give up to get AD with Porzingis?
And Porzingis said, I don't even want to be here. For show. Go.
That eject button.
Electo-jecto, cuz!
Yeah. So that took place. And then, hours after that, we have the soundbite from Kyrie Irving. That shit was funny to read.
Man,
shit.
I'll read it. He said, I spent when they asked him if he was going to resign with the Celtics, he pretty much just said, hey, I spent the last 8 years trying to do what everyone else wanted me to do. And I don't know nobody's shit.
In other words...
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. You gotta wait for harmonies to kick in.
Okay. All right. So, in a way,
he's mind your business.
He's he's leaving. That's how I look at it. He's leaving. He's done with the Celtics after this season. Playoffs or not, he's done.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Indeed.
I don't know, man. We'll see.
Hey, him and LeBron already patching things up. So yeah, if everything goes good, he might end up with you niggas next season.
He'll be a Knick.
Quite possibly.
I mean, Knicks Twitter was a shambles until they realized what the fuck they actually did.
Why would he go over there?
$76 million in cap space, and now you got the money to bring him and KD over.
Yep.
And they're still bidding to try to get Zion Williamson because, of course, they suck. So that team could literally flip overnight. Why wouldn't he not go over there? That's a box office nigga too, playing in Madison Square Garden 41 times out the year.
Zion, with Zion?
Yeah, with Zion, with
possibly
KD.
Possibly?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Why would he not go there?
We'll see. But they'll just fuck it up because they nearly got LeBron and they fucked that up.
No, they fucked that up with Phil Jackson.
Oh, well.
Phil Jackson ain't there. There's a new regime over there.
Yeah.
And they've actually been doing pretty damn well.
Man, if the Knicks get randomly good next season and they're in the fucking playoffs and they actually win games and they're actually go to the finals, man, New York, man, Knicks fans on Twitter, they'll be so happy. You won't shut them up for decades.
Knicks fans on Twitter, fuck that. Joe Budden. Can you imagine? Shit.
Joe will be happy.
Now, do I think it's all going to transform into that? No. But I saw KD go from, for sure, coming back to Thunder, switching over to Golden State. And once I saw that, I was like, I don't believe anything until it happens. Yeah. So I'm not even going to say no to anything. I'm not going to say yes to anything. All I'm going to say is they have now put themselves in a position to have $76 million ready to go in the offseason.
Well, now all this other shit's going on with LeBron and them and the fucking Lakers. Like, pretty much, like, all these reports coming out pretty much saying they're going to give up the whole fucking farm just for AD.
They said that, and then the Pelicans just came out 2 minutes ago saying they're likely not going to move him.
Yeah.
They're going to wait till the offseason to look at other offers. So,
there's that.
No more load management. LeBron, get off your ass and try to get the team to the playoffs now.
Yeah. Like, get off your fucking ass, nigga. He's gonna be on autopilot.
That's the thing, though, too, man, is I feel like with the team as is, we still had a chance to, you know what I mean? If not get to the, obviously, I feel like
as long as we're going to play the Warriors in the first round.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Something in the playoffs.
We could beat anyone. That's the way I feel.
Right.
You know, except for the Warriors, because that's, you know,
that's
a whole nother monster.
Right. That's Thanos.
Yeah.
Well, when healthy. If the whole team is ready to go when the playoffs start, as long as you don't play the Warriors in the first round, you got a chance to take that team out.
I still feel what he did last month was some whole ass shit. That's just you set out the whole month trying to get one player, and then that shit didn't work out. No,
because the AD shit didn't come into effect until a week and a half ago.
But still, he was in he was in process behind the scenes trying to make that happen, allegedly. So he was. He was trying to get what he wanted, and then after that he sat out a game just to get what he wanted. Now he can't get what he wants. So now, like you said, he has to get off his ass. Whatever. All-Star break's coming, so he's probably
life for LeBron.
Huh?
That's life for LeBron.
And that's you said it. You said it. And it's like if this is like Jason was saying, your boy Jason saying, I'm not going to be a Laker fan no more, man. This is Los Angeles Cavaliers.
Jason is a fan where the Cowboys will lose 2 games in a row, and then he's like, I'm shopping for a new team. And then Dak will throw for 300 yards, and then he's back on board. So I read that shit, and I hit him, and I was like, I'll catch you. We'll talk about the game on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's like a fucked up relationship. Hopefully LeBron gets his shit together.
Yeah, hopefully.
But you said when you got him, this is what comes with LeBron.
This is the reason why I was kind of standoffish on the whole thing. But I mean, it's not up to me. So
I mean, he has them by the fucking balls. He actually keep by the balls.
I'm gonna tell you something. The bad is bad,
but when it gets
when
good,
he's hitting and it's good, it outweighs the bad. So
it sounds like a fucked up relationship.
Just gotta weather it. I just wish Magic would, like Martine and I were talking about before. Yeah. I just wish Magic would look at it from the standpoint of, nigga, you signed for 3 years. Instead of him moving like Dan Gilbert and all them were trying to move when he was signing those 1-year deals. And Magic just looking at it like, nigga, you signed for 3 years. If we can't get it right, we're gonna work it all off season. If we can't get it then, shit, you're gonna have to wait 1 more year. We're gonna get there.
Yeah, we're gonna get there, but you better start playing. The fuck? Oh, I'll play it and he'll start fucking off.
Yeah, so I hope so. You know, it's not
like seriously.
It's not on all LeBron. I gotta Magic get some of that heat too.
Why did they just allow that to happen? That's just whatever, man. That's why I'm glad I'm not a Laker fan, because I would have been like, fuck this nigga until you get us a championship. Anyway, All-Star Weekend's coming up in Charlotte, right?
Good game.
In Charlotte, right? I thought they didn't air the draft picks yet, huh?
No. Trade deadline is at 1 p.m. Eastern on Thursday, and then the draft is 3 hours later.
Oh, that's gonna be fire! That's gonna be a great day on Twitter.
And then it's Lakers Celtics.
Who's the captain? Who's the captains this year?
Giannis and LeBron.
Giannis? Oh,
yeah.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, man.
Damn, bro, you say that shit so flawlessly too.
I can't.
It kills me.
I can't.
As much ball as I watch though too, like I can't. I just can't.
But the reserves got released out. I'm not really surprised by it. The only thing that sucks is Oladipo can't play, for obviously, because he blew his shit out.
Are we gonna talk about that nigga that cried?
Yeah, we'll get there. On the West side, are you surprised anybody on the West? Karl-Anthony Towns cried that he made it, which I don't get because
he didn't make it.
No, Karl-Anthony Towns.
Oh, he cried?
He cried when he made it.
Oh.
From Minnesota.
Which, when you make it, I'm not going to take anything away from you. You know, it's Tears of Joy. It's whatever. But this is his second time making it.
Yeah.
It's not even his first time.
Are you really that good 2 years in a row?
Like, the only thing I could think of was, like, he was crying tears of joy as vindication for what Jimmy Butler tried to do to him. That's the only thing I could think of.
I mean, I guess, but even then,
bro, like, he was at the movies with his parents, and I was like,
way too much.
Hold up, that was a clip I kept seeing. That was from him.
Yeah.
Soft.
Shout out to Chucky Anthony. Chucky Anthony directed that the music video of the Cypher I was in years ago. I guess he's now with the T-Wolves or something because he was the one that videotaped that.
Oh, what's up?
Shit.
Yeah. So shout out to Chucky, man.
Man, that nigga's soft. Not Chucky, but that
now the snub team. There were guys that were snubbed, but honestly, who are you going to take off the team to make them fit? Like,
yeah, really.
Unless someone gets injured.
I mean, Tobias Harris is having a great year, but the Clippers kind of went on a drought. So Jimmy Butler got to the East, and what'd you expect? They already got Embiid and Simmons. They're already in.
All that shit talking, you got snubbed. That's funny.
Donovan Mitchell had up and down.
D'Angelo Russell, nice though, man.
Yeah, but he's very
just consistent.
He's just now avoiding that sophomore slump. Yeah, he did not look consistent to start.
Yeah, not for sure.
D'Angelo Russell got snubbed initially, but because of Oladipo, he made it in. Which again, now I'm looking at Magic like, the fuck did we actually do? Granted, it's in the East. It's a different scenario, but
why did we get rid of him?
It's a very different scenario, bro.
However,
that shit's a lot weaker.
However,
as far as guards,
when LeBron is out, I would have loved to have D'Angelo Russell on the court.
I hear you.
We could have got a couple more wins as a result. Because Kuzma didn't do shit
at all.
Yeah, Kuzma got his shit. Everybody, I called it out when Boogie
postalized him. Donald snapped him.
Hell.
That shit's overblown, bro.
That wasn't overblown.
No, it really was.
No,
it really was.
It wasn't.
Nah.
And here's why. Everybody overblew the dunk. And then when I said, I'm going to post this every time they keep bringing up Kuzma over Ingram, oh, Boogie dunks over everybody. It's like, no, because I'm not even necessarily talking about the dunk.
Yeah.
If you remember, Kuzma fucked up the play before. And then when he got back down, fucked up on his rotations, and his ass got there late, and that's why it happened.
Yeah.
And that's the damn difference on why he hasn't been doing shit when Lonzo hasn't been giving him the ball in rhythm.
Yep.
When his shot isn't going down, he's basically just there on the court.
When I said overblown, I was talking about the dunk itself. Because
yes,
everybody's going crazy.
Yes.
Oh, he dunked on him.
You're right.
Like, dude, he was late on a rotation.
Yeah.
He probably could have caught a charge. You know what I mean? Like, it would be perfect.
Him being late, he gets there and his fucking feet are still in the paint, in the dotted area.
Yeah, in the restricted zone.
Right. So, again, I'm just looking at D'Angelo Russell. I'm looking at that. Granted, he made it in the East. However, I'm still looking at it like, all right, Magic, let's see what you got. Because that one's starting to look like it's now coming to bite you in the ass. Now we get to Rudy Gobert.
This the nigga that cried?
Yes.
Yep.
So, why is he crying? Why is he crying, Craig?
I get it. It's just not something you do in public, especially when everybody else got snubbed and they didn't cry.
Yeah, seriously.
It's not like you lost a champion. I can understand crying if you lost a championship or a really big ass game.
No.
No, I could.
No.
I could.
No.
I could.
Well, let me put this scenario in your head. You ever thought you had $20 and you lose it in a key situation when you needed it?
I'd cry.
I wouldn't cry.
There's something. Well, no, I'm not talking about just any regular day schmegular. Like, you have something that really depends on that $20.
Yeah, I'd cry. I'd be pissed and cry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason why I bring that up is that these All-Star appearances, they look like it's just for glitz and glamour. These are actually negotiation helpers when it comes to getting a better contract later on.
Yeah, no.
So him crying in public, I definitely don't agree with it. It looks soft. And again, cats are getting snubbed, but on the flip side, you got niggas like Draymond, Rondo. Now all these niggas know that's all it takes to get in your head. Good luck when you play them niggas in the games.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know, because he came back that next night and balled out, bro.
True.
But you didn't go against them.
You didn't go against
That's true.
You didn't go against the dogs that talk shit.
Yeah.
This is the same thing. You didn't go against a nigga that said, they don't love you like that. You didn't go against him. Oh, you gonna cry?
That was the one time I applauded Draymond,
Can you imagine that nigga at the free throw line? Say, if you gonna miss it, you gonna cry, aren't you?
So again, from that perspective, like, bro, you can't do that in public. However, who am I to say that this snub possibly didn't cost him in the long run from the difference between maybe 50,000, maybe 500,000, maybe even up to 10 million.
I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
And I say that because I've lost $20 when I needed it.
Yeah.
And you would have thought somebody died in my family.
I get it.
I had a breakdown.
I get that.
So I can only imagine. People will say, "Oh, he's already got that much money." Nigga, I don't give a fuck.
At the same time, nah.
If it's gonna cost you millions, do that shit in public. Do that shit in private, I should say.
To me,
definitely, it should have been in private.
Yeah.
But to me, it's not the words of Tom Brady. You think I'm playing this shit to make it to the fucking All-Star game? I want to win fucking championships.
But you gotta remember, he ain't got no Tom Brady on his team.
Well, shit.
That's true.
Get better. Get into a better team. I'm not gonna cry. I'm like, to me,
Can't do it when you're in a contract.
To me. I'm not gonna cry over that shit. If I know I'll be kind of mad, I'll be like, it's gonna get better.
I'm definitely not crying. Though. I'm looking at the upside. I'm a nigga in the NBA. It's All-Star weekend.
Mamba mentality.
Blueface would say it's Tatiana's everywhere. Like I'm in it.
In the words of Kobe, I'll be having Mamba mentality. I'm like, oh, so you gonna snub me? Okay, nigga. Okay, that's gonna motivate me.
That's my thing. Like, turn that negative into a positive and shit.
Stuff.
You know what I mean?
Whatever. Anyways, don't cry, nigga. I'm crying in the car. The NBA announced what up? Oh.
I do like this though. They're basically implementing like career highlight positions. So Nowitzki and Wade, lifetime achievement placements.
Yeah.
So Nowitzki and Wade are gonna be in the All-Star game.
Which
them. Of course we've already heard Wade say this is his final year. But the funny thing is we haven't heard shit from Dirk.
I mean,
it hasn't been officially stated, but it's kind of like they just like, all right, Dirk, here you go, because you know we gonna push your ass out pretty soon.
Yeah, well,
like,
I mean,
we already
he's
filled
not
up our.
playing.
Well, it's like, he's playing like 9 minutes, and he's
Yeah.
going into ice bags for 9 minutes. Like, it's not a good sign.
Great. He's done.
And you know, Dallas already got another European, so they kind of already filled up their European.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine in his last year he just fucking goes to the finals or some shit?
That's not gonna happen.
Okay, not go to the finals, but like get far in the playoffs ish.
That's not gonna happen.
They just that trash, huh?
I think they're right behind us right now in the playoff standings.
No, they're gonna probably come up to y'all.
That's what I'm saying. It's not gonna happen.
But I mean, he's the greatest international player to come bless the NBA.
Easily,
period,
without question.
Right next to Yao.
And I'm not honestly, I'm not mad with putting in. Yao's not the greatest.
No, right
on
next
the court.
on the court. No, outside for the shit.
He was a global. He's a global figure.
Yeah, no, his impact.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
No, Powell was probably the second.
No, because I'll never forget when Kobe dunked over Yao. Man, that was a great moment when Kobe dunked on his ass.
But like somebody was saying, like you don't want to see Tobias Harris and Rudy Gobert in an All-Star game.
Nah, you
it's
just
like you want to see it for paying respect to the accolades.
Yeah,
you don't want to see it in game.
Did they announce who's in the dunk contest yet?
No.
If they have, I didn't pay attention.
Hopefully.
J. Cole's headlining the halftime show.
Meek Mill's opening it.
Hey, but J. Cole makes sense. He's from there.
It's in Carolina. Yeah.
Yep. So another thing about Meek Mill I forgot to touch on when it came to the Super Bowl. He was talking all that shit about not going to the Super Bowl. Don't talk to me about no Super Bowl shit. And then you're sitting right next to Robert Kraft and chilling in the skybox when the Patriots win the Super Bowl. That's the little shit I see like that. I'm going like, are you a pawn in this shit? Because when 2020 comes along, they're going to ask you for a fucking favor. So, just something y'all need to keep your eyes on. But, don't be...
hey... They did him a solid. They got his ass out of jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. You show up at the Republican National Convention. Oh, damn. I can. With him, Kanye, and all. Just, something y'all need to fucking think about. But yeah, J. Cole headlined the NBA All-Star game. So after the All-Star, it's 3 weeks. Before that, we got the Grammys, which is coming up this Sunday. Round of applause, I guess.
I guess. Shit.
All right, shut up.
Killed everyone, huh?
This is America.
I love that shit. Anyway, we gotta make some predictions because no albums, any shit really dropped this week. Nothing I really care. Karina dropped, so yeah, air horns. Good at this EP's already out, so go stream that shit. But
as far as the Grammys, I want to make it clear, I'm rooting for everybody black.
Okay.
That's
cool.
where I stand.
Okay, so we're gonna do these predictions. We're gonna start from the top. I have the website and I'm looking at it right now. So for record of the year, we got "I Like It" with Cardi B, "The Joke" with Brandy Charley. Can't even say that shit. This is America" with Donald Glover, "God's Plan" with Arbery, Shallow with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, "All the Stars" with K-Dot and SZA, "Rockstar" with Post Malone and 21 Savage, and "The Middle" with Zed and the other chick.
So, and the other chick.
So who? Okay, I'm gonna ask. Who do you want to win, and who do you think's gonna win?
Who do I want?
Yes.
I'm rooting for everybody black.
So what? So Cardi and Kid, just pick one person, nigga.
Cardi's not technically black, but
Dominican.
Yeah,
and
so
then
she's Afro Latina.
She's black.
Yeah, so you want
black.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's black enough, man. And who do you want to? Who do you want to win?
Who do I want to win?
Yes,
K-Dot. That's who I want to win
for record of the year. Okay.
Yeah. Who do I think is gonna win?
Mm-hmm.
The Middle.
That song is everywhere, man.
It's literally everywhere.
I tell everyone, I go to the bar and they play that song and that shit hits, them women sing that. And I see it. Everyone keeps talking about all the rap records and I'm going like, you guys ain't expanding your ears big enough.
Niggas don't go outside.
Oh, they go outside. They just go to certain spots where not around white people. I go to all the shit where it's diverse.
You don't even gotta go outside. This shit's on commercials. It's it's everywhere.
And I already know if it wins, niggas are gonna be mad. You go like, well, I Like It is an international smash, which is true.
Yeah,
which is true. But this could be bigger. I mean, who I want to win? I want Cardi to win for "I Like It." But who do I think is gonna win? I'm looking at "Shallow" in the middle. Those are the two records I'm looking at because that Lady Gaga record is pretty big. But this is for record of the year and it's for all the engineering and shit. I'm gonna say "I Like It." Who I think is gonna win is gonna be "I Like It." Now you, JC. Don't say everybody black. Just choose. Don't say it. Just choose it. Just choose one.
I will be rooting for everybody black.
My nigga, just choose one. Just choose one.
Wait, hold on. So I have a question.
So
Rockstar. Is that fall in that same category?
That's Post Malone and 21 Savage.
And he's English.
My nigga, can you just answer?
21 Savage, as we had just found out, is English, but he is still a nigga. So I will be rooting for everybody black.
Just who are you gonna choose, nigga?
Go on to the next one.
For record of the year, so you gonna choose? So if Drake wins, you ain't gonna be mad?
I mean, technically he is black, so whatever.
Okay, all right.
I don't think he's gonna win because he ain't gonna be there, so it don't matter.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be there.
Yeah.
Every record I'm gonna say this right now. Every nomination that Drake is
There's
in,
too many niggas who are up for shit where I'm not gonna be mad. So I haven't invested to look that much into it, so I don't care.
But you don't care who to make predictions for.
I really don't care.
You don't care. So for album of the year, "Invasion of Privacy" with Cardi. So I guess it'd be me, Martin. Then
I was the one that said, and I think it was the end of last year's show or the start of this year, where I was like, that is the one where I truly don't give a fuck.
For album of the year?
For a rap album.
Rap album. I'm talking about just plainly album of the year right now. Album of the year is "Invasion of Privacy" with Cardi B. And then I still feel this name's so fire. "By the Way, I Forgive You" with Brandy Charlotte. I gotta listen to that album. I gotta listen to that.
That's a Drake album.
That's a Drake title. That's such a Drake title. "By the Way."
Brandy.
It's the sequel to "Take Care."
Carlisle,
"Take Care." And "By the Way, I Forgive You."
Yeah, "Take Care." "By the Way, I Forgive You."
Drake, Scorpion. He ain't winning. Her. Vallejo, Stand the Fuck Up. Your favorite album, Post Malone, Beer Bongs and Bentleys.
That's 3 black people.
Oh my God. Dirty Computer, Janelle Monáe.
That's 4.
Golden Hour, Casey Miss Graves. And then, of course, the Black Panther soundtrack. Now,
that's a whole lot of niggas on that. That's 5.
Okay. Who I want to win? I want Cardi to win this. I really, really want Cardi to win this. And I'm going to go out on a limb. And who going to win? I'm going to say Cardi. And I knocked. So you told me not to do it.
I told you not to do that.
I didn't stomp though. So who do you think will win, Martin? Who do you want to win, and
who do I want to win?
And who do you think's gonna win?
I want Cardi to win. To be honest with you, like that'd be dope.
Who do you think's gonna win? Who do you think will win? Who do you think they're gonna give it to?
I honestly have no fucking clue.
Because I see Janelle Monáe, and that's one person that's sticking out. But I'm thinking how big of a year Cardi had.
Yeah,
and it's just like. And white people love Cardi.
I don't even know who the hell this Brandy Carlisle person is.
She's an alternative. She's a white chick.
That pretty much tells me that might win.
Maybe, but they've been kind of getting it right. They got it right last year, despite how everyone feels about fucking Bruno Mars.
Cardi B had a great year in hip hop.
And
a lot of people aren't realizing how big of a year Janelle Monáe had outside of the booth.
So you're picking Janelle Monáe?
No, what I'm saying is that you have to factor in that the Grammys takes into effect the homosexual community. She came out and had a very friendly album that was for the LGBTQ community.
Right.
So yeah, I wouldn't be mad if she wins that.
Janelle had that too. Now with that being said,
oh god,
Janelle Monáe, bro. Just say Janelle Monáe.
Everybody who is black.
Okay, nigga, just say Janelle. Just pick somebody. Shit. Just pick Janelle Monáe or something.
I really don't give a shit about the Grammys this year. Like,
you don't.
I really think that you want Janelle Monáe to win just based off of your love for that album.
Yeah.
Well, both of them were in my top 10, so.
But still, you really fuck with
really
Janelle Monáe's album.
That album.
You really championed it.
Cardi's is great too. I'm just telling you how Hollywood works on the same end too.
JC picks Janelle Monáe.
Yeah, we'll just say that. Anyway, Song of the Year, all the stars.
I'm just saying that because we're going slow. I'm trying to get you guys to get off. Like, I clearly said where I want to.
Yeah, but I kind of want to
back to me, and I'm gonna keep saying the same thing.
All right, well,
I'm Marshawn Lynch at this point. Like,
yeah, okay. Well, thanks for having fun on that one. Anyway, Martine, Song of the Year. We got All the Stars with Kendrick, Boot Up, God's Plan, In My Blood, Shawn Mendes. I've heard that song. That song's kind of blah. The Joke with Brandy Charley. The Middle again. Shallow.
See that middle. Every time I see the middle, it's like I
sticks out. Yeah, it sticks out. Then you got Donald Glover. Like This Is America. Bone. Yeah, and I've heard the song, and I know niggas haven't heard the song. I've heard it, and I see the impact it made, and I hear it everywhere, just like you're saying. Mm-hmm. Who do I want to win? For Song of the Year? Shit, who I want to win? Kendrick.
I mean, it always comes down to Kendrick.
It's Kendrick who I want to win. Who I think is gonna win? I feel I'm looking at Lady Gaga, man, for Song of the Year, but the middle. I feel the middle gonna get it.
Yeah.
So middle.
I'm right there.
Okay. So best. I'm gonna skip best new artist. I don't know these niggas. And we're gonna get the best. So how about best rap performance? You gonna get on that shit, and you gonna root for everyone black on that shit too?
Who's in it?
For best rap for the rap categories for best. I'm trying to get to it right now. Best ever could do.
Oh, we're done with the general now? We're going to the rap?
Yes.
Okay,
nigga.
now I'll participate.
So you didn't care about all the other ones?
No, the general. I'm just rooting for everybody black.
I hope a white person wins just to piss you off.
Well, then you'll be pissed off too.
No, I won't. No, I won't. Because you didn't participate.
It's not going to do me no mind. Like,
I don't care either, but it's like damn.
My mind frame's
You could have just participated.
I understand. My mind frame's not, and it's not on the Grammys this next weekend. That's why.
I guess, nigga.
So when it comes to general, I don't give a fuck. Like, I just want black recognition other than just calling the names. So anybody black who gets it, take it.
I guess, nigga, you could have participated a little bit. Anyway, best rap performance. So you got, this is just for performance, for singles, tracks only. You got Be Careful with Cardi. Nice for What with Aubrey. King's Dead with Kendrick and them. Bubbling, our favorite track from Anderson .Paak. And you got Sickle Mode with Aubrey or
That's
Travis.
That's either Cardi, Pac, or Trav.
So who do you want to win? Don't say you don't care.
That's actually a tough one, honestly. Because I fuck with all three of those records tough. King's Dead's like, it's just this. White people just ain't gonna fuck with the la-di-da-di-da, so I'm not even. I'm not getting my expectations for that.
They fuck with Kendrick.
They fuck with Kendrick, but you gotta understand, like,
but
the la-di-da-di-da, like, yeah.
They see Kendrick.
Future is not Kendrick.
All I'm gonna say is they see Kendrick Lamar, they're gonna vote. Period.
They still gotta listen to it. Remember, they're listening to these records. They're not just voting on them. And so when la-di-da-di-da, slop on me nah, pass me some syrup, pass me the Glock comes on.
But then at the same time, they still voted for Macklemore over Good Kid, Mad City.
That's another reason.
And another reason why not to get your hopes up.
Yeah,
I'm not getting my hopes up for it. I actually think Cardi going.
I'm going with the most popular and the safest ones, which is Cardi, Bubbling, or Sickle Mode.
So who do you think's gonna win? Is gonna be?
That's what I'm saying. It's a toss up between those three. I can't call it. It's too close for that one.
So
I'm going Cardi.
Who do you? So you want King's Dead, but okay. With me,
I don't necessarily want King's Dead. I'm just saying that's okay. That's where it is.
All right. Who I want to win? I pretty much just want. Kendrick, fuck it. That's who I want. Best rap song performance. I don't know this one. The Christina Aguilera record with Gold Link, Like I Do. Pretty Little Fears with Black and J. Cole. This Is America for Best Rap Song, I guess. All the Stars with Kendrick and SZA, and Rockstar with Post Malone and 21 Savage.
That one's All the Stars.
All the Stars.
I think Rockstar's winning it.
But Rockstar's likely going to take it.
Rockstar's winning. I want All the Stars to win. Rockstar. Yeah, and 21 Savage. This is for Best Rap Song performer now. This is for Best Rap Song. God's Plan's a rap song?
It's not an R&B beat.
Whatever, man.
Whatever. It's a pop song. King's Dead, because Kendrick. Lucky You with Marshall and Jonah Lucas. Sycamore with Travis Scott and Aubrey. Win with fucking J-Rock.
J-Rock.
So
I thought he was not going to win.
J-Rock.
M.
I don't think Aubrey going to win. No, I think I'm winning.
Because M's not going to win after he cussed out the Grammys.
He does that all the damn time, and he still wins.
Not to this extent, and not to this weight.
He said, "Do I give a fuck about a damn Grammy?" And he still gave him a Grammy for Marshall Mathers LP, and he's undefeated.
In his prime. We're not talking about M in his prime anymore.
M won in Marshall Mathers LP too. He won last year. He won shit for Marshall Mathers LP too. He won for Bad Meets Evil. He's undefeated.
What songs though? Because
what? Love the Way You Lie and shit.
Ooh.
And The Monster.
Ooh. That's not lucky. M
is undefeated. I'm telling you, his track record with the Grammys, he's undefeated when he's nominated. And white people love Eminem. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
That's fine. But what I'm trying to say is Lucky You is not a duet with Rihanna.
Well, hey, man, it's rapping. And it's for Best Rap Song. So, and he's undefeated in that shit. And the only person I can to say who I want to win, King's Dead. I want King's Dead to win everything.
Dude, what?
Isn't Win in that one?
Yep.
Yeah. Win might surprise everybody. But
yeah, you know what? I'm rolling Win.
Win might be the might be that super
that's
one.
Who might win?
That's who I'm going for, and also who I think is gonna win.
Is All the Stars on that one?
No, Best Raps.
Okay, so that's out.
I feel lucky. I either feel who's gonna get it, either gonna be King's Dead or Lucky You. That's how I truly feel. And if M wins, I'm gonna laugh at both y'all.
That's cool. Right away too. That's cool.
Yeah, I won't even be mad either because it was a great rap song. It's a great ass record.
I actually did go back and listen to that song in particular. My brother played it actually.
Yeah.
I was like, man, it was actually spitting on that shit.
Oh yes,
I'm not gonna front. But rap song. I mean,
he was doing a whole bunch of rapping.
He definitely was doing
and
that.
Jonah Lucas.
But it's just not appealing to the masses.
Well,
and unfortunately,
the Academy loves him. They love him.
I know. But it doesn't appeal to the masses.
I get you. That's why they probably won't televise that one.
Probably not.
They never. That's what I'm saying.
That's the one Drake might win.
No, Drake ain't winning.
We'll see, bro.
Drake, I'm telling you, Drake is not. If he's nominated for,
you said that's the one they might not televise, right?
If it's not televised,
you gotta think that Drake.
All bets are off.
Drake might win that shit.
And of course, we got Best Rap Album. This one I kind of don't care. But we got Invasion of Privacy, Cardi, Swimming with Mac Miller, Victory Lap with Nipsey Hussle, Daytona with Pusha, and then Astro with Travis. Who do y'all want to win and who y'all think is going to win?
I want Nipsey. Cardi's taking that.
Ditto.
I want Pusha, but
that's
Cardi.
A no-brainer.
Yeah, I want Pusha, but Cardi getting that one. Or they might do some shit and give it to fucking Mac Miller because his mom and dad got invited.
That's a possibility. I wouldn't doubt
that would be such a bitter ass sweet. Everything else I don't give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck about country, pop, all that other shit. It's all about the rap categories, R&B, and the general ones. But we'll see.
Nat King Cole's brother is up for a jazz one. That was actually a good album I listened to. I forgot his brother's name, but I'll pay attention to that. I don't even know if it's televised.
Yeah, we'll see. No, the jazz shit, they never televise the shit.
Yeah,
they don't televise the R&B, they don't televise the jazz. They do all the other categories, like the pre-show. That's when you find out who fucking won Grammys and shit. When they get to the main show, that's when shit gets interesting. And if they don't televise the Best Rap Album and Cardi's there and the rest of the fucking people aren't, Cardi winning that. That's gonna be a great night. If she wins Album of the Year, that would be fucking amazing.
That would be crazy.
That would be fucking amazing. Anyway, and just to wrap this shit up real quick, Derrick Rose has a movie coming out.
Trailer was good.
Yeah, what's it gonna be on? Like what fucking thing?
It's basically his bounce back.
I know, but what I
didn't even pay attention to it. I just saw the trailer.
It was good. It was cool. Other news: Rush Hour 4 is in the works. I don't know why. I don't understand why, but Whatever.
What kind of shit is that?
Literally, Chris Tucker would do all these Rush Hour movies, but will not do another Friday movie.
Stupid.
I don't get it. Like, he keeps running from his past. Rush Hour gave you your money, but you gotta keep going back to the chick, to the chick that birthed you, Nickel. Anyway, Qui-Gon Jinn, aka Liam Neeson.
This nigga's wildin'. It's a nasty motherfucker, man.
So I guess during an interview, he was talking about, he was promoting some movie he's doing, and he started going into a whole subject about how
his homegirl got raped.
I was about to say it.
Yeah, it got raped, and he
yeah.
asked her who, and she said it was a black man, and for a week, this nigga wanted to be Batman and be just a regular vigilante, and he took a gun out and was basically daring any black man to step to him.
He was hunting for niggas. He said it so casually too. Then I thought about it, and I knew I just couldn't do it no more.
Like, this nigga, he was just like, he's living out Taken for like the last 10 years. And he finally had an opportunity to do it.
He just cannot get out of that character, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe that's who he really is.
I saw a lot of people get up in arms about that shit, and to me, I get it, because on one hand, it wasn't like he was asking for a description other than black. And it wasn't like he was looking on somebody who could possibly be a person that preys on people. So he was just looking for a black. So in that instance, yeah, it's racist as fuck. I'm just going to say this, though. Have you seen the nigga's filmography? Are you that surprised?
Yeah,
I'm not.
He started it.
Really?
I'm just saying, man. I still pinpoint this back to Batman Begins when he played, what's his name?
Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, that was the first villain he ever really played. That was the first really badass villain he played. And after that, that's when he started doing Taken and all them other roles.
I am the League of Shadows.
That's Bane.
And I'm here to fulfill the Ra's al Ghul's destiny.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Anyway, Will Ferrell is pretty much, he's not letting Ron Burgundy die. And I guess he got a podcast blasting on, what's it called? iHeartRadio,
yeah, and I'm gonna be tuned into that shit, man. Robin Burgundy is one of my favorite characters that he plays.
Yeah, that's kind of iHeartRadio gave him that bag, so that's gonna be funny. Other news: Sirius XM acquires Pandora for $3.5 billion. So
that's a major acquisition, especially if they figure out how to maneuver that. They were saying for Pandora listeners that signed up initially for Sirius, I think for like 6 months you get it for $5 a month.
Oh shit!
I was like, that's pretty dope. And then for Sirius XM listeners and those who haven't listened to Pandora forever, they're giving like 2 weeks for free.
Man, I already got enough streaming services as it is, man. So until they get some other shit, I care less. Your people, Currency and Wiz Khalifa.
How Fly is now streamable.
Yes.
All these mixtapes are like slowly coming out the woodwork and being streamed now. If you notice, really slowly.
That's a good thing.
Oh, it is. That's what I'm saying. Dat Piff and all mixtapes.
Cabin Fever was really the first one that was like, okay, wow, they're really transitioning to making this shit.
And then Kush and OJ came out. I was like, whoa, okay, this is getting serious.
I want Rich Forever to be on streaming services, and I want to hear that shit in Tidal headphones, like Rich Forever, Rick Ross's shit. The first draft of God Forgives I Don't.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, and then Currency went and he teased. He's like, well, shit, since we're starting the tour on Friday, maybe fuck it, let's just drop 2009. I saw that and I was like, oh, let's do it.
Yes.
It's time.
What's 2009? I'm not really a fan of them, so what is it?
It's the album that they've been supposed to have done years ago.
Since 2009.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 years in the making.
We'll see.
Get your tickets ready, Martin.
Get your blunts ready.
Hey.
Get your blunts ready. When it comes...
We don't smoke blunts, bruh.
Okay. Not blunts. Joints.
Thank you.
I do cartridges.
Whatever.
I'm a cartridge nigga.
And when it comes to the upcoming 2020 nomination, another black person came, Cory Booker. No, you're not King Booker. Cory Booker.
Tell me
you didn't just say that. No, when he was King Booker, that shit was funny. King, and he was British too. King Booker.
They should bring him back and have 21 Savage be his manager.
That would be hilarious.
21.
I didn't even realize I was following Cory Booker for something else he said back in October that I agreed with. So I was doing some research on him. And I was like, that's something I could, we'll see how it all pans out. That's somebody I could stand behind. We'll see.
Yeah, but he said some more stupid shit when they asked him, do you think the president is racist? And he was like, well, I can't call it for another man. I'm like, you can't just say flat out that he's racist, nigga. Grow some fucking balls.
Well, you say that on a national platform.
Everyone has.
Looking for trouble, bro.
Everyone's calling him racist.
Right away. Can't come out swinging right away. Gotta wait till you get there.
I would have flat out said it. No, this ain't about politics. I keep telling you. What happened? Oh, the
governor. But see, this is what I was trying to tell you last.
This nigga.
Because Governor Ralph Northam. Now imagine if he put his name in and everybody was all gung-ho about him.
Oh no, that shit would have came out. I told you from jump, it ain't about politics. I don't care if you red or blue. It ain't about politics. This motherfucker, you want to, man, this is why
he was talking the talk like he done changed.
But then when the shit came out, I'm telling you, when the shit came out, and I saw that shit, all blackface, and then your only excuse was, oh, you want to be Michael Jackson. And then they asked him. That's not
where it started. It started because they thought it was him in the KKK outfit for Halloween because he had the same plaid pants on. He said, no, that's not me, but I did dress in blackface to be Michael Jackson.
Nick.
What kind of shit is that?
So it begs the question. Would we have wanted this nigga in the KKK, or would we have wanted him in blackface?
And then
Jackson?
what made it worse? Listen. Just listen. And then what made it worse was when they asked him, oh, you think you got a clean moonwalk? And he was looking around like he was about to go out and moonwalk during the press conference. And his wife said, oh, that's inappropriate. And I was just like, see, this is how the Michael Jackson estate fucked up. Because they could have just tweeted a gif of Michael moonwalk and said, this is the only appropriate time to moonwalk. But, that would have made more fucking common sense. Now, as you were saying.
KKK or blackface Michael.
No KKK.
At first I said I wanted to see KKK, but then I'm kind of interested in seeing what blackface Michael looks like. Which era Michael are we talking about?
Yeah, you gotta be specific. But this was back in the 70s.
About 1987.
This was back in the 70s. This was back in the 70s. He did it.
So we're talking about.
So this is like big nose Afro Michael. I know exactly what
wasn't
Michael.
That black, so I want to kind of see what blackface Michael looks like.
Anyway, nigga. Anyway, more serious news. Damn. Keek the Sneak, man.
This is up to Keek, man.
It's wild, man. I interviewed him like a few years ago, man. He was like already coming out of jail and trying to get his life together. And now it's like, shit. Got shot up and now he's buying to a fucking wheelchair. And now he's looking at prison for like, what, how many months? Like a year and how many months? 3 months?
I thought it was 2 years.
I thought it was 18 years. I thought it was 18 months or some shit.
That's basically 2 years. That's a year and a half.
Fucking wheelchair, and you're gonna put him in prison, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And it's all based off the fact that he got shot. He didn't have the money to have security, so he started carrying a concealed weapon. But because he had been convicted in the past, he can't have the weapon. So. Right.
It's just all fucked up, man. Yeah. So prayers up to Keek.
I signed that petition that's going around. Hopefully, Kamala sees it.
Kamala Harris is a senator, dog. She's not a district attorney in California.
I'm not saying she has reign over it,
but she can't do shit about it.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if she still got pull.
She can pull, but we'll see. We'll see how that shit plays out.
You do that, you got the Bay Area vote.
Oh, please. That's all it takes. Get your favorite rapper out of jail, huh? I guess.
Like I said,
they've done a lot for less.
I'm not saying for me, but
not y'all. But
you probably got the Bay Area vote if that happens.
Yeah. Anyway. And also, to end on a sad note, James Ingram. What shows was he on? Because he's on Young and the Restless.
Shows? This is a singer.
Singer? Who's the other nigga that died? Because another nigga died today. He was from Young and the Restless.
I didn't see it.
I saw that
Ingram
shit.
Was on the Secret Garden.
Yeah, there you go. My bad.
Yeah, and then he wrote, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, My Endless Love.
What was that song?
If it was that, it was a duet that's we all know.
Now you got me looking.
Mm-hmm. We all gonna be looking. We live, people.
But definitely rest in peace to James Ingram. He's only 66.
That's wild. Time waits for nobody. But prayers up to him and his family. Yeah, that's about it. I don't know what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call this shit something.
Load management.
Load management. Whole ass.
Yep.
Anyway, this was episode 120 of the iLLogical Sense podcast. This is your boy Busby. You can follow me on that Twitter. At Mr. Busby 408. You can follow me on Instagram at Mr. Busby. And you can follow the iLLogical Sense at the iLLogical Sense on Instagram. And then on Twitter, it's the T iLLogical SP. And follow us on fucking Facebook. We gotta update that shit. But yeah, follow us on Facebook too. JC.
And of course, you get me, JC No Hunt, all over social media. I have an idea what I'm gonna do for the throwbacks. I just gotta make sure it's plausible to do.
All right.
But it's gonna be in the name of Black History Month.
Martine.
My bad. I kind of zoned out for a second. You can follow me at Busby Killing Them on every social media, and Venomous on every digital streaming platform. That's spelled VNMS. And if you ain't listen to that Venomous Vibes, bruh, whew, you missing out.
Oh, that's what it was. The duet with Patty Austin, "Baby Come to Me."
Baby, come. I hear that, man. Yeah, I hear that shit all the damn time. KBLX. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck to end this shit on, but we gotta get off fuck offs. So fuck a Jed York. That's it.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody in the damn abduction in plain sight.
Yeah.
I guess that's it.
And fuck R. Kelly.
Of course. Later, niggas.